Hello. Uh, hello. Michelangelo, indeed. It would have carved out your features. Far from turbulent space. Half asleep near the stars with a small dark look in your face. Who the hell am I playing? I'm rank 5? What the hell? No way. Wait, I was rank 5. I'm seed 5. I will be fighting the winner of Lambo versus GG Machine. This is the highest seed I've ever been at, boys. What the hell? How we're all doing on this fine day. I can go back to Europe then, because I'm going to be playing a Eurocuck no matter what happens. Till night comes stepping in. Let's see if Lambo GG Machine is being streamed anywhere. Ha, ba la da da moon. Whoa. Okay, he's fighting Shameless. Yeah, I'll link the brackets in all my chats as well. So for the YouTube lads, I'll pin it on top. And for the Twitch lads, I'll also pin it on top, won't I? Very cool. Manually unpinned or active stream. There we go, my dudes. There we go. StarCraft. I'm here to relearn what gaming means. You've come to the right place, Potato Musab. It's an honor to see you here. Oh, Joker man, you know what he wants. I can't believe I actually got a decent seat today. That is pretty busted. So, Euthermal's playing. Demiga is playing. Lambo 295. GG Machine, Gerald, Christianer, Beyond, Gumiho, Showtime, Percival, Young, Yakov, Shin, Rainer is in the mix too. Does Twitch show when someone is watching ads? No, it doesn't. I bet you're watching ads right now, Potato. You nasty ad watcher. Okay, I'm gonna grab a quick snack and I'll be back upstairs. Because I have nothing to do right now. I don't have to play the first match. This is the first time in forever. What's up, pricks? Talk to me, my friends. How does seeding work at this tournament? It's like semi-random. To the sound of music, Mother Mary comes to me. What should you order today? Can you do can you order shakshuka? I feel like that would be a food that would translate very well to being ordered to your house. I think the quality of ordering food like on how well it keeps is more important than the actual food. So this is why I like Indian food so much, because I think when you order Indian food, it just stays so well. Like you order a freaking curry, like that curry is going to be delicious when you eat it there. It's going to be delicious when it gets to your house as well. Like it doesn't lose a lot of like overall rating, you know? Like it translates so well into little things, and like if you reheat it, it can be delicious. The day after, it's still delicious. Ordering shakshuka, just make it. It's super easy. Yeah, but I mean, he wants to order something. His question wasn't, what should I make today? If his question was, what should I make today? I would have told him, maybe make shakshuka. But I know Potato Musab is very lazy, so he doesn't want to cook himself. So I, suggested some good foods. Leftover longevity is important to consider for a gamer. It really is. Did you watch football yesterday? No, I didn't. Bum, bum, bum. Shameless versus Rainer. Yeah, this is so freaking amazing. Look at this. I want to show all of you the beauty of StarCraft 2 casting, okay? Look at this crap. How do I show this? Okay, watch this, yeah? Streamer, there are 4 streamers active right now for this particular cup. Streamer number 1 is full screen camera, so he probably is gonna watch Clem, because he's French. Streamer number 2, Rainer versus Shameless. Streamer number 3, Rainer versus Shameless. Streamer number 4, Rainer versus Shameless. In the early rounds, what is the freaking point of having 4 people in the exact same game? There's no point. How about we spread it out a little bit? Fly, you pricks. I want to watch GG Machine versus Lambo personally, but I'm not getting it. Can you tell me if there are food suggestions? No. I legitimately think you should just get Indian food. Indian food is freaking high test, man. It's the best. Like anything with fries in it usually is terrible. Like fries are by far the best when they're fresh out of the do you call it the frying? It's not the frying pan. The deep fryer. Like fries right out of the deep fryer. Freaking delicious, man. There's really something there. Oh, some neatly cut potatoes. Love those guys. Like ordering fries to your house is one of the worst things you can do, in my opinion. Especially when it burns your mouth. Yeah. Now we're talking. Privet Zadrigo. How are you doing, buddy? Free time. How's the boys on YouTube doing here today? How are the boys on YouTube doing here today? That's what I want to know. How are you guys doing? What am I expecting versus Lambo? I don't know what I'm expecting. I think Lambo is going to be upset about the fact that I'm streaming because he wants to use this cup for practice. The heavy heart. reheated with extra cheese on top, next day cheesy kebab chips, that super blows. Reheating fries just sucks. It's a fact. It just sucks. It always does. And there's really no way around it. It just blows every single time. Yeah. Now I can't trust your opinion on anything. It's because you're wrong. So over the years, you'll realize what an idiot you were, and then you'll come back and apologize to me in a couple of years from now when you've grown a brain. You're probably like 12. Prefrontal cortex hasn't developed enough yet. Poor executive function for you, my dear friend. That's why you think fries reheating them is good right now, but it's just because you're young. Trust me, I'm old. I know a lot about this world, all right? Reheating fries always blows. It's just not correct. It's just not how it should be done. What's your favorite Arctic Monkeys album? I don't know. I like all of them. I like a lot of the older stuff. I like the newer stuff. I'm just a big fan. What can you say? Huh? Ooh, a song request. What do you want, Evasion? You play Toss Captain? Yep, I'm playing Toss. Unless you reheat it via the fryer, yet trash. And even then, yeah, but then you just fry new ones, no? Why would you? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then sometimes they become too crispy if you reheat them in the fryer, you know? So it's like, there's really no winning. Because if you already like fried them to perfection the day before, and then you reheat them in the fryer the day after, they're going to be slightly over fried, which is not what you want. There's some people that really like the very crispy fries, but it needs to have the right amount of crisp, you know? This is why I also don't like the tiny fries, where very often you're just eating the crust, you know? There's no meat you're missing the meat of the potato. And the meat of the potato is freaking important. So like when they're too crispy, it doesn't suck in the spicing well enough, you know, the salt. It needs to get in there a little bit, you know? Can't just have it laying like these salty things on top. No, you need, you know, in there. It needs to be succulent. Reheated poutine, also fantastic. Like, the fact that even poutine is being mentioned here as something that is delicious, it tells me everything I need to know about you as a person. I'm not interested in engaging anymore. You're either rage baiting or you're wrong. And either way, there's nothing to be gained for us. Like, our tastes just differ too much. Because you like crap and I like good food. So, either I'm being trolled into getting upset before my very important match against Lambo, or you're genuine, which would be even worse, because then you actually believe the crap you're typing. Reheating poutine, I mean, poutine is already not good. Reheated, I can't imagine what it's gonna taste like. You know, I respect you as a person, Necro Saint. This man has the chip preferences of a toddler and he's grandstanding. This makes absolutely no sense. I don't think toddlers, they might prefer the reheating, you know, because it gets more mushy or something like that. It's like, microwaved fries. Delicious, because I don't have to chew, because I don't have teeth yet. Okay, maybe if you don't have teeth, because you're 3 months old, eating microwave fries is exactly what you want because they're going to be all nice and mushy. Like, why are we even frying the fries then? Just eat a regular potato. You know, mashed potatoes. That's also a thing. You could eat that instead. Why don't you go out and go eat some mashed potatoes? You can reheat that if you want. No one has any issues with that. Don't come here with your crap about reheating fries. I'm just not interested in it, Necrosaint. I don't know the chip preference of a toddler. I've thought long and deep about how I like my chips. Old chips get thrown out, fresh all the way. There we go. Reheated poutine means that it's bad once more. We'll have to learn to live with our differences. I guess we do, Necrosaint. I appreciate your input, though. I was let my bag of chips breathe for 2 days so I get nice and soggy. Chips have a 15 minutes of life after it's fried. Absolutely. This is why you can't order them. This is how it started. You can't order fries. It's not possible. If you're planning on ordering fries, think again. Walk to your local snack bar. You guys don't have snack bars. Walk to your... You know, I'm not a huge fan of McDonald's fries, but hell, it's going to be better than ordering it. Irene is Canadian? No. Doesn't she like poutine? No. Irene hasn't been dropped on her head as a baby. So she doesn't like poutine either. Here's what it is. Man in Indiana. Harstem, cool question here. Do you think that in the future AIs will be able to create build orders for this game? I mean, they can already create build orders. I guess the question is whether they're going to be good or not. I don't know. I don't know enough about that. It might be possible. I actually wonder how ChatGPT does right now. Could you explain me the difference between 19 Nexus and 20 Nexus in Protoss versus Terran? Okay, he's an idiot. Oh yeah, he's completely useless right now. Holy crap. Has absolutely no understanding of anything. Is Hero still the only Protoss hope? I think Classic might be the best Protoss right now. I was feeling bad. So this is the one time where I'm going to be disagreeing with Aligilak. Which I don't like doing, mind you. I don't enjoy disagreeing with Aligilak, okay? I do this out of necessity, not out of the lust for it. So right now on Aligilak, look at this. Take a loaf for free. We have 2 green arrows next to Classic. So that means he's rapidly rising. And I think with his most recent results, one could actually make a case. Look at this. Look at this. Well, it doesn't look as impressive if you do it like that. But look at these peaks that he's going to. He's going up like 400 or 500 MMR like in 2-3 months. These are his last matches. 2-1 Maxpax, 2-1 Solar, 3-1 Clem, 3-0 Rainer, 2-1 Hero, 2-1 Australia, 4-2 Clem, 4-0 Cure. Like, his match history over the past few weeks has been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So I think Classic right now is just the best Protoss player, despite his Aligilak rating not having caught up with him yet. His last loss was against Shin earlier this month, 1-2, can happen. And after that, I mean, even before that, he had like good runs, but the last 2 weeks he's been banging it out, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. He's been banging it out. Showcasing why he's want to be considered a top player. Then you can say, "Looks waiting on Judgment Day." Classic also beat it Zero recently. Yeah, but that's already not recent anymore. It's like more than a month ago. Like I'm really, you know, when I'm talking about recent, I'm talking the last 2 weeks. I can't trust Classic. His map vision in PvT is terrible. I trust Classic more than I trust myself. Why do you repeat almost everything you say twice? Why do you repeat almost everything you say twice? I don't. No. I wasn't aware that I was doing it. I really wasn't aware that I was doing that. I guess you can learn things about yourself every day, huh? I guess you learn things about yourself every day. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bam, he looked like he was gonna casually sweep Clem last night. Yeah, I mean, it was close as well. When it comes to that, the series wasn't close. Johnny Two Time, is that what he's called? Johnny Two Time. We had a TV show called Jacob Double. Oh, it's called Jacob. It's just a Dutch one. Oh, it's called Jacob 2-2. And he always said everything twice as well. He had a friend with like some very crooked teeth or like a weird looking mouth. I don't know what his friend was called. You should get the... I think you should get chicken over lamb majority of the time. I think it tastes better. I hate the taste of lamb in general. I think it's nasty. It is Jimmy Two Time? Oh. It's a character known for the movie Goodfellas, played by Anthony Powers. He's nicknamed Two Times because he has a speech impediment where he repeats words or phrases. Oh. No, I'm talking about Jacob 2-2. Jacob 2-2 is a Canadian animated television series based on the Jacob 2-2 books written by Mordecai Rikla. Yeah. Didn't you predict a while back that Classic's been sitting on builds for EWC? Yes. Who's this guy? Why can't he message me? Quickly turn it off. Before the boys show up and start bothering me again. Bum, bum, ba, ba, da, bum. Oh. Ooh. Okay, what do we do? So he's favored. Okay, we'll veto pylons first. I think not vetoing pylon is always a mistake. This map is too good for banglings. Oh crap. Torches. He doesn't like it. Tokamak. He doesn't like it. I think. Post Youth is not on the map, so I don't have to worry about it. Persephone, Maganata, Ley Lines. Actually, what I want to veto. All these maps are so good. All the maps are so good. Ultra Love, I guess. I'm not usually fond of Ultra Love, if I'm being real honest with you lads. We could play the classic build, by the way. I've been looking into it. I love it. Mag. We'll veto Last Fantasy. I think he was going to veto it otherwise, but I'll veto it for him. Think it's Steven. And I'm just not Eminem. Torches. I got my torches out of Georgia. Oh, yeah, man. Actually, let's start with Persephone, huh? Incorporeal. I kind of forgot about that map, to be honest. think Wardy wants to watch this? No way, right? Alright. Let's go, boys. Weapons that this damage as versus armored 5 do a total of 5 damage to targets that are considered armored. Wow. Very good news. Alright. So we're gonna try our best here. I don't necessarily feel super comfortable in this matchup. I actually don't feel very comfortable in any matchup, if I'm being real honest with you guys. There's a couple of things we can do here. Till my bone collapse. Till the lights go out. Okay, he's not here to block. Could still be going for a 12 pool. Okay. Seems fine to me. You have not enough minerals. You must construct additional pylons. Oh, I built a second zealot accidentally. Yeah, whatever. Watch me not care, huh?
Glory to the Daylong. Iron.
You think he just walk across the map, start punching stuff, or what? Bum, 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 bum. This wasn't a 12 pool, it was like a different pool. I can't remember when he actually hit. Coming in out of the rain, here to chance. Go down. Another one of these anyway. Oh, yeah, I do.
The firstborn shall persevere. Oracle, you must construct additional pylons. Let your will give up. Where? Give us your command.
Anno, you seek guidance?
Come
and AOT wash it out.
We embrace the glory of battle.
And AOT wash it out. Dimensional strength. Let you seek guidance?
ire shall be where shall
You have not.
I have met the end. Ire shall be
Wonder if he's actually gonna go for it here then. So we can definitely heal up a little here. Did he finish that or what? No, yeah, he finished that. He can play that.
Where shall we march? The temple.
How may I aid you?
Is he gonna take this as his fort or what? Maybe the far away base, huh? Okay, Hydra Link Bane maybe or what?
You must construct Castle. You must place that in a power field.
Oh, I kind of forgot this thing.
The enemy
Oh.
has discovered us.
Our mind. Reason not enough energy.
Oh crap. That was really dumb. I feel like we're dead, honestly. This is really good. He's just standing in there. I think we're dead now. We got +1. He must have been pretty low worker as well, though. He was 62. Yeah, I think we had him, honestly. If we don't... Well, I'm not sure if we have him. Forgetting the fort was really dumb. 63, 63, he just did pure Hydra Link, +1 Hydra and Nidus. Yeah, not having anything ready for the Nidus was... I saw something on the mini-map as well. I just didn't respond to it. I don't know why I didn't. Oh well, that is what it is. It'd be like that sometimes. My early game definitely was okay. Okay, we're gonna play the Glaive build here, I think. Yo. That's really bad. Bad opener for me. Okay, we can do two things. We can no scout again. Or we can try to be reasonable and go for a scout. I feel like this is gonna be it though. Oh, I messed it up already. Okay, oh, this is gonna be tough now. That they can't see. You probably like to throw a punch at me. And if you could only see it, then you would agree. So even if I'm being 12 pulled now and I were to scout it, I wouldn't be capable of holding, so might as well just not scout. Because I didn't leave a space here for whatever reason. It's actually really sloppy. Oh, oh, oh. The sea is a little different around there. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
He probably moves towards the far left anyway. He would never move through the middle if he were to 12 pull, right? Okay, this is fine for me. Oh. It's kind of late on that. So I'm expecting him to go for a third base over here, right?
Glory to the Daylong.
Should we take?
You have not enough minerals.
Yes. Where let your will be. Come, Najakar, Mina.
You have not enough minerals.
It shall be done.
Under attack.
Give up. We not.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
I Najakar.
Okay, cool.
We are come. Give up. We where shall we? Where? Yes. Let your.
You require more.
Dimensional strength.
Let your will be heard.
Let an omen. You seek God. An omen. An
Ire.
You seek guidance? The threads of fate lie there.
Let your give
We
us
meet our fate.
glory to the Daylong.
Lie bare. Nazi Poke an omen.
Come on, give me one more, baby. So, another thing we can do here.
Are we?
Yes, exactly. The first board.
Let's get one more of these.
You have not enough minerals.
The firstborn shall persevere.
And you are the enemy has discovered seeding.
Glory to the day. Where shall the firstborn? I have met the end. Glory to the day. We serve. Glorious combat is upon us. The first. Give up. Glory to the day. I have met the end. The firstborn shall persevere. Let come.
The threads of fate lie bare. You let us begin.
Ooh, cute.
Ire.
You see,
Give us your command. Give us your command.
Not loving the vibes here, my dude.
how can you seek guidance? The threads of fate lie bare.
We serve.
Research complete.
Now give.
We shall. We yield.
Our wind
I am the voice.
Oh, I just attacked that thing for no real reason. Very cool. Dang it! No!
an omen.
He's trying to nibble his way through, huh, the prick? What do we have? 46 workers. Okay, that's obviously not going to be good enough. Okay, what we're going to do right now is what we call a desperation play. Or as the French would call it, une play de desperation.
Embrace the glory of battle.
So we move across the map and we try to win the game. Woe! Jawohl! Das war gar kein Problem. Hoppa. Go, go.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not You have not enough minerals. You have not enough
Oh, 15 hash, the prick. I wonder if he can almost always get that down now. He's really freaking Groot. Groot. I am Groot. He's really good at the initial drone micro. It's really Groot. One of the best. Oh my god, my drone micro is a mess here. What the hell? Yeah, whatever. Oh crap, I should have sent this out a bit faster.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
I really hope we can win this. Okay, we're gonna piss off. This is a bad start though for me. Bumping you, my brother girl. Okay, we're gonna send this guy a bit forward.
You require more vesting gas.
Glory to the day.
Your probes are under attack.
Oh, hij is een nice manoeuvring.
Give up. Combat await. Iron. The firstborn shall. Not wait.
I wonder if you can punch this thing really hard.
Give us.
They just keep punching it. Right? Oh, it's hilarious.
We sir come give up. We.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
Executor. Where shall we march?
nah, just kidding.
Combat awaits.
I was just making a joke.
Day long.
I swear I was just making a joke.
Where shall we march?
Maybe it wasn't funny to you, but to me it was. Just making a joke.
Dimensional strings attuned.
Let you.
You have
Give us your command. Yes, Executor.
What the hell?
I come.
You
We. Yes,
are weak.
I. Let. Now, where shall we march?
You should be going for fast +1 against this, to be honest. So we want this one on the edge. We should have really done a lot of stuff a little bit better, in my mind.
I am the voice. We are
He probably is gonna save that anyway.
not enough energy.
So what we're gonna do here is basically a fake fast all-in.
We meet our
So we're pretending to be going pretty fast into a push, but in reality we're attacking very fast. Nice. Let's see if we can do this again. So we're gonna see this thing right now, and we see that he's empty over here. So he's escorting that thing, right? So that's good news for us. We're gonna get like 3 kills here. Get 2 kills, whatever.
You must construct additional pylons.
Ooh, do not love my supply block that I'm about to walk into as well. So this is the brain dead approach of playing. This is the loser build that I'm playing right now. So he's just trying to scout, you know? So I think he's going to have too many links here right now.
the threads of fate lie where the enemy has discovered.
No, I don't want to do. I really don't want to do.
Harmonized.
Shit. This is really bad because we need vision, pretty much.
Vespene gas. I am. You must
Okay, he's going 8 gas right now, which is pretty much what I expected out of him.
engaging the enemy.
See what else he's doing. Okay, lurker then, all the jazz.
Engaging the enemy. Highlight for hire. Highlight for hire. Us. Highlight for hire.
Okay, and now we go. One more Templar. Then we're gonna go a Zealot run by towards the bottom side.
We embrace the glory of battle.
I think we're dead. He should have probably... Oh no, he's just going to... Ah! Slightly late with my robo. What was his worker count in the end? 77. So he had a lot of workers. He went 90 drones. If I had played a little bit more careful, maybe I could have pulled back. So my prism was a bit late. So if I have like 6 more zealots here in the back specifically, this Arca nearby, it would have been really helpful. This storm was terrible. This storm was useless. And then I don't have enough storms anymore. This storm was also terrible. And then I hit one here, I think, which was okay. Then I shoot Archon, more Zealots. I think we have a decent chance. And then maybe send every, like 7 Zealots into the natural or so. I think would have been useful. And then this should be mining on 8 gas. Then I think I win. Well, I win. I'm in an okay spot. He has quite a bit of money in the bank, so it would be hard. But GG's. That was a weird game anyway. He can have it. All right. Is it worth it to remake the Oracle? Yeah, I mean, with the Oracle and Stasis, it becomes like 10 times easier too. Just having vision of where they're moving, having Stasis, clearing creep. That wasn't great. Do you think there's a chance for a 37-year-old Ankh? Ankh is a slang term that's short for uncle, often used in online and social media context, particularly within African American vernacular English and by younger generations. It is frequently used to playfully refer to older men or those perceived as being out of touch with current trends. It can also be used more broadly to describe someone older or someone exhibiting outdated behavior. Yes, I think Ankh has a chance of becoming good at StarCraft 2. Aye. Okay, we're gonna make the pivot into the casting like we always do on the Mondays. Go. Dum, dum. I had to step out Lost Llama, yeah. But 1-2, I'm okay with it. As long as I don't get swiped 2-0, that blows the hardest. Oh, Maxpax versus Lambo. I think Lambo doesn't want to be casted, so I'm not going to bother him. Classic Rainer is playing on Korea right now. That sounds freaking exciting. Gumiho Yong-Yakov is on America, which is actually a pretty decent match. People underestimate this, overestimate this. They estimate it wrong. Oh, a Clem lobby. Or a Rainer lobby. Wait, I want the Rainer. On the Rainer game, please. You waited for me. He waited for me, guys. Go something from the car. Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Glad to hear it.
How does it feel being public enemy number 1?
What? Why?
Well, last week you said we should just really go full steam ahead on the randomization. So now Classic, Raynor, Maxpax, and Clem are very upset at you.
I don't care. The matches are better than they've ever been.
But they're ready to fight you, mate.
Okay, let them come. Who did you say? Maxpax has never shown his face online. Rainer is like 1.60 meters. I think Clem doesn't... I'm not sure if he's allowed to ride most of the roller coasters yet. They can come and fight me.
Fair enough. But it's a good point.
Yeah, I'll take him out one by one.
Is there anyone you'd be scared? Is there anyone you'd be scared of if they came for you?
Yeah, Showtime. Showtime said he had a
Showtime.
problem with the seeding. I said, I've already reverted. This seeding sucks already. Why would you come up with this? A terrible way of going about it. You're so stupid. Dude,
Yeah,
I throw you
Showtime,
under the bus so fast, you wouldn't even have seen the bus coming yet. It's
That's
insane.
okay. I'm so used to it. I'm already in protective anti-bus gear, you know? Like,
Yeah. It's got the helmet.
yeah.
Alright. Do you
Every
want to
time I
knock?
cast it, you put the helmet on. What, sorry?
Do you want to knock?
Oh, yeah, I can knock on you. Hang on. Feels like being a kid, man. I'm gonna go knock on my buddy.
I like
what's
it though.
smart
I
and
like
play.
the knocking. I think it's
Yeah, I like
it's
the knocking
respectful.
too. I just forget where it is every time.
Yeah.
Where it is.
Do you also used to do that? Like you go to around someone else's house and then you're like, is Timmy home to play? You know, because his mom would open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like knocking on your friend.
Ah,
Like,
God. Nowadays, I
Classic.
bet people just text all the time. Dude, kids, they're like 6.
Yeah.
They have a smartphone. It's crazy.
yeah. So he was like, "Can you come out?" He's like, "Hang on, gotta text my mom to find out. She's like 2 rooms away, you know."
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's terrible.
It's not the same anymore.
It's not the same at all. And you know that when something isn't the same anymore, it's by definition worse.
It's by definition.
Yeah.
I see.
Is
Is this why everyone wants to go back to the 6 worker start?
Yes. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Rhino Classic. Rhino's up a game. He's not beaten Classic in a best of 3 this year.
How many times did they play though?
4.
Oh, okay, that's quite a bit. Like I could
Yeah.
make a lot of stats where I look as a great player all of a sudden, but then I've never played them. Harstem has not lost to Zero in a best of 7 in the past 12 years.
Feels bad, man.
No, it feels fine.
So yeah. I mean, I guess you didn't see the first game at all, right?
No, I was busy losing myself.
Busy losing.
Yeah, I still had things to do.
Yeah. Well, TLDR. It was Ling, Hydra, catching, Stalker, High Templar.
Oh, was it the
Yeah,
loser
Rhino
build?
pretty much, yeah. Just blinks, just 2 oracles, blink stalkers into the storm.
Yeah, but did he move out with the Blink Stalkers or did he only move out after he got
Yes.
Storm? Okay. Oh, okay.
No, he moved out with the blink stalkers pre-blink. He had to recall before
Oh,
blink finished.
high
He
test.
killed the 5th.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
He killed the 5th with a pre-blink move out. I like that there was a 5th at that point already. That's It's nice.
It was a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it was a game. Ay.
You sound like you've had a wild weekend.
No, my my voice actually is in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a wild weekend. But
No,
is
it's
the
just
other
been
reason?
like I think I damaged my vocal cord somehow a little bit.
Too much talking.
Yeah, maybe I think so. Especially do you call it the higher register? It's it used to be more painful like a couple of days ago. So I took some time off and it's getting better. But if I squeal in excitement, it actually hurts quite a bit.
I see. We'll keep it. I'll do the squealing. Then.
You'll do the squealing. I
Yeah.
should have like a button where you get
You
like
should have a button to make me squeal.
yeah, you know these things where you shake someone's hand and they get like electrified. I should have a button that basically does that to you from from a remote pretty much. So I click it and you get buzzed and then you squeal automatically. So when I'm wanting to do it, it happens the instant I want it.
Yeah.
And
that would
the added benefit of electrifying you for fun. So it's really a win-win for everyone involved.
Yeah. I'm sure that's completely allowed by Twitch.
Yeah. Oh, it probably isn't. Wankers.
Yeah. I think Fear Dragon tried to make a thing where Czech could electrocute him when he got supply blocked or something. But it was against Twitch TOS as the Oracle goes down. Nice catch for Reno.
Gate, Forge Twilight. What are we doing over here? Fast melee as well. So far the trades have been 5 workers killed, Oracle and 2 adepts. I mean, we look at the state of the game. I'm kind of okay with this for Raynor, no?
Yeah, but he does need to obviously know it's glaives, right?
This glaives is very late, Wardy.
It is, but maybe that's the most dangerous kind of glaives.
There's also no lair yet. There's also no links to... Oh, there's a couple of links, actually. Okay, it's gonna lose a couple of workers. Exactly a couple. There's no Baneling Nest. No... What is this?
Yeah. I mean, Les starts up now, and Classic's going to start Temple Archives. Just makes it look normal, apart from the fact he's got a ton of adepts on the map that would usually be stalkers.
Like a storm is going to be done by the time that the Hydra then starts. Like that is not a normal context to play PvZ. And these adepts are also managing to shade by entirely. Raynor is not going to get the info that he needs. He has 2 hatcheries on the way, Lair on the way, Bailing Nest halfway done, Melee halfway done. Still doesn't get the scout here on those right side adepts. These adepts sneaked by big time, and now I think Raynor is in a world of trouble.
Yep, this definitely seems like Trouble City because he just has no preparation. We saw something very similar last week, right, when Shin played Classic in the finals, and he just was not ready at all, expecting the adepts. I mean, we started him off in a few Banes, but 3 Banes is not super scary unless these adepts really get choked up against them. Right now, they're going to stack against these Lings, but with the Queens here as well, it's a better fight than I think a lot would expect for Classic.
Yeah, this went kind of okay, to be honest. These 2 adepts are still going to finish up. It is, of course, 62 workers to 60, and we're having a +1 melee Ling army on 62 drones against someone whose Storm is pretty much finished. 4 Templar out on the map, and the supply is relatively even. So I actually still think this is a great position for Classic. I do feel like that maybe it could have gone better had that shade in the natural been a bit more, like a bit less exposed, I guess. Because it did feel pretty exposed there.
Yeah, if we hit in the mineral line, he didn't really truly deepen the mineral line to minimize the surface area as much as he maybe could have done, but... I mean, Reyna now has a bunch of Lings on the map, Storm finishes, it's going to be tough to do much with them. But this also gives him freedom to drone. Hydroden will be well on its way now. Do you think Classic has any... Because obviously he's Blink's like an eternity away right now, so does he have any real push out onto the map before Reyna has a chance to set up onto Hydras and everything?
No, I don't think he wants to move out on the map either. I mean, he just lost a lot of adepts to a bunch of Lings. He probably knows that Raynor is droning up. Is Raynor just going to play Hydra Ling Bane here off of an insane drone count? This is so old school.
It does seem that way currently because he's not really teching up. You know, there's no infestation in paid investment or anything. It's just pure kind of baseline unit production. 86 drones going to 90 plus.
There's no bailing speed though, Wardy. I think this is a mistake, a misclick. Well, not a misclick, a lack of a click, really, if anything. We are missing a click.
Yeah, it was the same last game as well, I think. He had Banes rolling into Classic's third, but they weren't rolling. They were waddling, and Bane speed was just starting. So it was kind of a late Bane speed then as well. Very similar to this game, actually. Obviously, as Blink finishes, you have a bit more chance to be on the map if you want to be as Classic, but he is likely just going to start charge very quickly too and start having a mineral dump available to him as a few Hydras show themselves. The Oracle will revelate. Obviously, one thing that Reyna doesn't have is a lot of creep spread, right? Like, he's got a little bit out the front, but it's not, like, crazy out there on the map.
Yeah, but I don't actually think I care, to be honest. Like, this feels pretty much like a counter to what Classic is doing, because Classic wants to go into Fleet Beacon fast Tempest to pretty much be capable of dealing with anything. As I say that, he's going to lose 2 Templar here over on the 3rd base location. That's a really bad start of things. And because, like, where's the value for him right now? He's going to have a lot of Storms. That's one. That's great. And then the rest of his value really is going to be put into cannons, right? 85 workers for him. He's planning on moving out, which I think is a huge blunder if that's his actual plan. I don't want to be out on the map right now. We see a 2nd Stargate and Fleet Beacon coming in. I think he's lacking the read that this is still being done on lair attack. Like, this is going to be a massive Baneling attack, and then there's going to be another massive Baneling attack, and another one, and another one, and another one. Pretty much till forever, until one of them has to tap out because they have nothing left. And here comes the first one, Wardy.
Stasis was getting popped. Honestly, not too badly. I think the stasis on the far left is maybe the roughest. We do see some Bane's going to reach the High Templar, and they all get blown up in the center. There's one on the bottom that have 2 Storms on it, but he's going to be the last Templar alive. The Bane survived through to hit the mineral line as well, and everything else has crumbled as Reyna is going to kind of just dominate this series. Coming in, looking for the 2-0 right now. If these Hives can continue to fight and finish off. I mean, Lings are coming out of stasis. We also have Lings that are also pouring on through from across the map as well at this point in time. So, yeah, looking very good for Reyna, who's going to finish this Nexus off, and his reinforcements are going to put him in a great place.
What a weird opener, Wardy. That layer started 5 minutes and 30 seconds in, and he's going to clean this up, man. He's going to clean this up like a beast. Like it's his job. But his job is to play StarCraft, Wardy.
Well, you could say that this is his job, so
Yeah, but he's
Playing StarCraft
busy
like a
cleaning.
beast.
Like he's clean. Like this is not part of his job
he's
anymore.
cleaning.
He's
This
cleaning.
isn't StarCraft. This is just cleaning.
This is chores.
These are
These are
the
chores. What the hell?
Well,
He can use this in a fight with his significant other. He's like, oh, you didn't do the dishes. Like, don't worry about it. I cleaned in game today. He's like, well, that's not really how it works. You gotta stop using this argument. I'm leaving you.
I do not think that one's going to go down.
I'll test run it tonight. I'll tell you how it goes, Marty.
That's right. I cleaned up in this 1-2 defeat in the round of 16.
Classic is absolutely cooked over here. This is going to be his first 0-2 in a while as well against the Zerg, and his first loss since, I want to say, earlier this month, where he lost 1-2 against Shin. Classic was on a hot streak, and Raynor stopping him dead in his tracks with an absolutely phenomenal game here. Poof!
Yep, obviously too much. Reno is going to get the 2-0 advance through, and the big win for him against Classic.
Lovely to see.
Confidence booster.
That was great, man. Sorry, what did you say?
I was saying it's a bit of a confidence booster ahead of the EWC, and I was going to ask you, what do you think the impact of EWC next week has on the guys that are playing a day? Like, how much are they holding back?
I don't think they're holding back.
send
I think the only one that is holding back is Classic.
Yeah?
Yeah, I believe he's the only one that's holding back. Clem wants to regain confidence. Raynor likes to have some momentum going into tournaments. I don't know much about Showtime, to be honest, but these are my feelings. I think like Lambo's probably hiding a little.
Yeah. I think Lambo doesn't have much reason to kind of show everything right now, but I do think that the rest of these guys are like, you know, they're here for a reason. No, like they didn't have to sign up and play an Open Cup. So it's kind of crazy. As well, we're literally 8 days away, and they're all, you know, a bunch of the top guys are just here playing it out. Kind of wild.
Yeah, it really is.
Reynolds BRB, a few minutes, so we can wait for the Reno Clem series that's coming up. And then the winner plays Maxpax or Lambo. On the bottom of the bracket, Cristiano and Showtime are waiting in the round of 8 for probably some Koreans to show up and battle them.
We're gonna do Clem Raynor, right?
Yeah, of course we are.
Okay, thank God.
What do you think we're going to do? You think we're going to jump into like Cristiano, like Shin or Creative?
Why is that funny
It's
to
not
you?
sound as fun. Because Clem Reno is an instant classic in StarCraft.
It's an instant classic.
Yeah, of course it is.
Should we pretend like it's the final?
Some people would say it may as well be.
I think this is how
But
we do the
don't we
introduction.
treat don't we treat every match like the final because we're always bored and uninterested and never hype? That's what some
Maybe
would
you
say.
are bored. I am and uninterested. I'm just never hype. The other two, they don't apply to
never
me.
hype. Yeah, okay. You just get the bypass on that.
Exactly.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Yeah. We will go Clem Reno, but Reno is BRB. So when
This
it's not
is
BRB, we
great
can,
stuff.
We can go. Great stuff.
What do you want to do, Artie?
What I want to do?
Yeah, after Raynor versus Clem. Like, let's kind of walk through this tournament together, okay? We got Raynor Clem, Maxpax Lambo, Shin Creator into Cristiano, Showtime. Oh, Showtime beat Beyond 2-0. Showtime is in good shape, isn't he?
Yeah, Showtime's good.
There's a lot of people in good shape.
Mhm.
I feel like Raynor's in good shape. I feel like Showtime's in good shape. It's exciting, man. It's exciting.
No, it's I mean, this is always the exciting part of the year, right? World Championship, players are playing at their best. We come back and people are still at their best for a while as well, so we run all the tournaments possible to get the best games you can.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a content farming season.
It is content farming season. And you have the biggest farm. And the most
I have
content.
the biggest farm.
Yeah.
Most content, biggest farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy how much content you farm.
Been doing it for a while. I have the fields already sown, you know. Helps.
I love it. Why are you still in game? Oh,
I'm
never
not.
mind.
It just, the server just hates us.
Yeah, they do hate us.
What's new?
What is new? You think I get a quick snack? Oh yeah, I think I can do a quick snack.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
be right.
I think easily.
I think I could get
Go up.
3 quick snacks. Walk back up and down a couple of times. No problemo.
Sounds deadly. So yeah, so we're just gonna wait for Reno. He's AFK. Taking a moment. Then Reno versus Clem. Let me check if there's anyone else in any of the other games, so we can maybe just see how they're going. Get some updates while we wait. I don't think so, though. I think everyone's kind of just dive bombing the same section of the bracket with us. Should really make a rule that people have to cast games that I don't cast, so that we can. Not because I care if they cast the same game as me, but because it would actually be cool if people covered a bunch of the other cool matchups going on. We have like so many good games, and everyone has cast the same 3 matches so far. I'm pretty sure. So maybe we need a new rule. You think the weekly cup should have less prize pool to the point big guys don't play anymore? Takes away from the gravity of actual big matches when the players play every week. Well, I think you'd be surprised at how many of them would still play even if we reduced the prize pool. That's the reality of it. A lot of these guys play this because it's good practice. So it's good practice, and you can win money. Like it's a win-win. So even if you take one of those away, like the other one's still a good reason to play. So I mean, I trust me. If people were not pumping the money to me, I would not be burning this much money every week. I can't afford $400 a week for an open cup. But
Hello?
hello, how's it going?
Good. I had a snack. I watched a little bit of the Tour de France. You watch it or no?
No, only like whatever shows up on social media.
Do you watch the daily highlights that the Tour Twitter account posts?
No, I just
You should.
literally
They're
just-
very good. 8 minutes,
They're
and
very
you're
good?
completely up to speed every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Did
just-
you
I
watch
just
the
don't
Unchained
care.
documentaries on Netflix?
Nope.
Oh, also missing out. Actually very fun.
Also missing out.
Yeah, I think there's 3 seasons. This year is the last season. Or well, previous year was the last season.
I think.
Yeah, they're fun as hell to watch, man. Drama, excitement, cycling.
Well, it just follows like two the friends.
Yeah, it follows
kind
like the
of thing.
different teams. You're in like the bus with them, you know, and they're flaming each other and they're throwing stuff on the floor and they're upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I just watched something similar, but for NFL. So
Ah.
I get the vibe.
Yeah, I feel like the sports have now figured out that if they make cool documentary and their players are likable or dislikable, it's like a huge boost, you know?
Yeah, there's just no reason not to do it, right?
Yeah, although the Unchained documentary is freaking stopping for some reason. I hope they come with something else because it was phenomenal.
It's like silly not to do it, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. We are in lobby.
Yeah, I'm in lobby.
We are pretty sure we're ready to go. I feel like everyone's not realized that the game's starting.
Actually, I'll let you know that there's no performance-enhancing drugs in the Tour de France right now. It's the cleanest it's ever been.
Really?
Yeah, the previous period that was the cleanest, which was 10 years ago. At this point, the drug tests have caught up, so we now know that they weren't as clean back then as they claimed. But right now, clean as you'll ever get it. Trust me.
Clean as we ever get it.
Yeah. Zero
love that.
performance-enhancing drugs.
I don't even know if you've been serious or just memeing.
No, it's very clean. No one has been caught in a long time.
That's the thing though. What if they just got better at hiding it?
Impossible. They wouldn't
Impossible.
innovate on that anymore. They stopped hiding innovation a while ago. Okay, enough. This is the finals. Wardy.
The finals bracket quarter.
In the the quarterfinals of the Wardy Open number 44, spawning in the top right. Playing for Team Basilisk, it is Rainer.
And in the bottom left, our blue Terran player from Team Liquid is going to be Clem.
Wow.
And as you can see, the stakes are truly on the line because now barbecue is up for grabs.
Truly, the stakes are on the line. Although, I don't think you eat a lot of steak when you're in Korea. Both of them right now, of course, in Korea, as everyone should know, practicing hard for the upcoming World Championship and having a cheeky barbecue together every now and again as well. They're discussing who's going to pay for it. As we see Clem opening up with his standard barracks gas, nothing weird going on. At the same time, Rainer hatch first into gas pool is what my feeling is leading me towards, Wardy. What do you think?
Well, if your feeling is leading you there, I'll get by it. You're very rarely wrong, so I believe in your feeling. There's the gas. Well, he's going to do it. It's the pool. You should put on like some lottery numbers or something as well.
I would love it. You know what's interesting is that right now it feels like there's two major openers in TVZ. From the Terran side of things, you got your 2 Rex Reaper stuff, right? Which can go into anything. And then you also have your triple CC, 6 Hellion Banshee. I think those are the two most common starters. You know, if we go over the past 150 games, I think those two will each one of them will be, representing a significant portion of those games. Maybe Trigger pays for it since he stalls. Poor Trigger. Trigger got knocked out in round 2. Thanks for the emotional
Trigger didn't even sign up today, man. Just like...
He's like, there's no point. To be extremely fair. Oh, look at these two guys having such a good time together. Rainer's been living in Korea for quite a while now. Like, I think 5-6 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has he's renting an apartment for at least a year. He might stay a little bit longer, but he's enjoying his life there very much so. The mecca of esports. The mecca of getting cheap food on the street as well, man. Korean food is very tasty and not so pricey when you go out to eat. So I'm a big fan of that place in general. This is good control, by the way, in this Reaper. It's going to get 1 ling and gets to run away. Did use his grenade, so threatening the creep tumor is not going to be possible anymore.
Yep. This means it has to step back, but still not a bad start for it at all. Double CC behind it from Clem, so he's going to have 3 command centers in total, which is obviously just very standard macroed up. We'll see what kind of tech he wants to go with to accompany that. Obviously, we know Banshees are very popular. Clem especially loves his Banshee blade because it's so good at keeping them alive and getting so much out of it. We'll see very shortly as obviously the factory gets to the reactor. Hellions will start to build, and the early game gets solidified here. As Clem just takes his extra gas as well. And obviously still kind of eyes on Reno as to what he wants to get up to. He'll be back into gas at some point soon, I'd imagine, and starting to think about his future of this game.
Oop. Tumor does finish up here. Was a little bit close there for a second. Clem is being so active with this Reaper. He's always using it pretty much on full health regeneration and then takes a couple of hits to the face, goes back in again, takes a couple of hits to the face. First 2 Hellions are now popping out as well. So we're going to get the swap of the starport onto the onto the tech lab that was produced by the barracks. And indeed, it's going to be Banshee with or without cloak, still to be seen. Usually, when we watch Clem play, it's going to be with the cloak, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost always. Like, he's so good at keeping it alive and, like, keeping it around for later, that cloak. Even if it doesn't get used straight away, sometimes can, like, help him get a bit more damage later or deny some extra creep tumors, so... I think it's just almost always just a good investment for Clem. Like, he gets so much out of these Banshees, you may as well make them as good as possible, right?
Yeah. Nah, absolutely. See, no tech lab yet as a follow-up. Oh, he's gonna go mech.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah. I mean, it's a completely different vibe here, Wardy.
Yeah. There's very few occasions that Clem has mech'd, specifically against Reno as well. I remember one of them was that surprise time he brought it out in it was an ESL regional, way back, like when we were still locked indoors and stuff for a while. So yeah, that was one of them. It was a big win that he got with it. I can't remember what that map name was. I can see the map, but I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, he does this very, very rarely.
Could you draw the map for me, maybe?
Did I draw it for you?
Yeah,
no.
bro, where the bases are and the texture, you know, the color. Just give me
I'm
the
sure
hex
if I
codes
just
of the
type
color.
in Clem, I'm sure if I just type in Clem Mech Reno, one of the YouTube clickbaiters will have it.
No. Yes, they will, but it's not as interesting as you having to draw it on Paint and providing me with hex codes. I think I would much prefer that. Ooh, we have a Hellion move coming in. I thought he was going to swing into the third base, but Clem respects Rainer enough that he's not going to do that. We have the hyperbolic flight rotors. What's it called? Hyperflight rotors coming in. The speed for the Banshee. We have 2 Banshees out already. These bad boys have cloak. And we have triple factories coming up behind this as well. So So we're heading into a macro game. Hellion Cyclone Banshee is going to be the name of the game. There was a period of time, actually, where Clem almost exclusively played mech, and it was... all the thought is one queen is going to go down. Second queen in some trouble, will get transfused and saved. This was before Intel Extreme Masters Katowice 2022, if I recall correctly. A great tournament in which Clem ended up not beating Dark in the group stage and not making it out of the group stage, I'm pretty sure. But he was playing a lot of mech back then, and a lot of European Zerg players were deadly afraid of it.
Yeah. That's crazy to think back on. It's been such a long time as those Lings, by the way, are going to get roasted a little bit. These Hellions obviously able to have a good time, and they're going to have access into this natural node. This is super scary for Reyno, whose defense is going to be trying to run a couple queens in position, but that doesn't save the natural expansion. It just stops you going up into the main base. A lot of drones going down, so Reyno's going to be in some serious trouble here. And because of the way that Clem's playing, because it's Hellion, Cyclone, Banshee, he's going to have a lot of follow-up to this, right? Like, to me, this is what mech usually struggles with, where, you know, a lot of the time you just don't have the follow-up to kind of take advantage of, oh, I killed a bunch of drones. But with this group of units, you much more so have that kind of chance.
Absolutely. These Banshees dealt a lot of damage to the hatchery. You might want to just throw 1 or 2 transfusers on there so you get a little bit of pre-healing going already in case this guy decides to come back with 4 or maybe 5 Banshees later on in the game. We have more factories being added in, so we're going to go up to 5 factory. Armory comes down post 5th factory. And we're going to be pumping Cyclones like our life depends on it right now. The damage output of those Banshees is phenomenal, of course. He's now going to try to get a couple more drones. Gets 2 of them over here. 1 of these Banshees can be sent back. This would be insane on torches as well, by the way. Flying around with Banshees and then sending them to heal in the free healing spot. Hell yeah.
Yep. No, that's definitely one of the benefits of torches on the map, right? You have that healing shrine that does not have any blockers on it, so... yeah, it would be kind of nuts as we have these Cyclones able to lock on. Overlord going down, Reyno supply blocked, so this is just going from kind of rough to worse realistically because he's having to build a ton of Overlords right now. Clem's clearing up all of the creep. And he's going to be penned in on 4 bases with just a Terran army that's out the front that's just going to keep on hitting him in the face and just taking very effective trades. Like, there's not really a way to stop this right now. Reyno does not have the units out to really do anything about this group of units.
Yeah, and as long as this 5th base is getting denied as well, it's going to be tricky to kind of continue expanding on. I believe we're going to go for a full 4-base Hydra Ling Bane attack. We don't have Baneling speed quite yet, but that's kind of what it feels like it's leading up towards. I don't understand exactly how else Reyno is planning on playing this game. There's no Infestation Pit. I mean, this 5th base is going to get cancelled for a 3rd or a 4th time over here. Beautiful army split as well here. Hellion Cyclone on the right. Banshee on the left, and both of these groups just getting so much value out of their movement.
Well, those Hydras again whacked up a little bit as well as they try to kind of make some distance, but every single time those Lings start to attack, the Hellions just start to really rip through their numbers. He does get a good few Cyclones here, but again, like Clem at this point, he's on 82 workers. He's okay with taking trades like this, right? Like if they're trading out, I'm just kind of fine with that. He's got a lot more on the way. He's going to have Banshees showing up right now, and there's no Overseers, so these Banshees are just going to get a bunch of the Hydralisks, Lings, whatever they can reach. Now there's a Detector showing up, so we do chase them away, but only 1 Banshee lost. The other gets away super low HP.
Yeah. The main issue for Clem right now isn't really the income. It is more that his production hasn't caught up with his income quite yet. So he really needs those 3 extra factories to finish up. They're doing that just now. We're probably going to get full tech labs on those and go 6 tech lab, double reactor. Once you have that, you can start trading like crazy as the Cyclone player here. You have Banshees controlling the extra expansions and then Hellion Cyclone for full-on trades. As long as you're not getting fully surrounded, it's going to be impossible for Reyno here to get anything good done.
Yep. This is very tough. We are going to have an attempted surround here. The Ling's trying to get around the back. There's not really quite the numbers to make it happen, though, and so we are going to break 3 of those Lings, and we're just going to get back up this ramp and trying to lock onto Hydras and taking those down instead. Every time a Hydra dies, it's just an expense for Reyno that he just can't really continue to reproduce. Again, 81 drones is fine and all, but he's just losing them at such a rapid rate. Now the Banshee's going to get rid of a few drones as well, so a little bit of a hit to the economy here, and Clem continues to be an absolute frustration in this opening game.
Yeah, a real Terran menace as the vehicle plating level 2 starts over here for our Terran player as well. Once again, plops up this ramp, sees a bunch of Ling Hydra. It's gonna say hello to that. Banshee count is starting to dwindle right now, and Reyno has had some decent surround attempts. Here we go once more. Lings are going to connect with the Cyclones, but the stutter stepping on these things is apparently good enough to free themselves. We have the Cyclones on the left, which are moving away. The control here is insane. Feels like we're watching freaking Alpha Star with different groups being pulled back and moved forward at the same time. Clem is going to take a major W here in game number 1.
Clem's like, look, if I'm having to pay for barbecue, if I win, I'm going to do it in the most disgusting way possible. He knows Reno doesn't like those cyclones.
Dude, that was crazy. I think Rainer was pretty slow to realize what was going on, though. No?
Yeah, he had no idea. He was blind.
Yeah, he was blind as a bat. I think that's the scariest thing when these Terran players, they can mix it in there. Just randomly throw it in, rather than always playing it. Because you don't really mentally prepare for these Hellbat attacks in that case, you know? And yeah, this was phenomenal.
Oh, great stuff for an open game from Clem's point of view. We'll get game 2 on the way in a moment. Updates in the bracket. Gumiho 2-1 Yakov.
2-1.
He moves into play against Showtime. Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, Yakov.
And Shin 2-1 Creator. So Shin moves on to play Christiana. So the bottom half of the bracket that literally nobody is watching is still taking place.
Yeah.
Ultra Love. Gonna be map 2.
Who do you think is going to come out from the bottom part? I think Showtime Shin, right?
Yeah, I'd like to see Showtime Shin, but Gumiho could beat Showtime.
Then we get Maxpax Clem, maybe?
Yeah.
Bunch of good matches.
Today's a banger.
I wonder how that's possible that we get to... And even the first rounds were good matches.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works. Almost like my seeding system is perfect.
It wasn't your seeding system.
But I gave you the green light, so it's practically my
You
seeding.
gave me the green light to go even more crazy with it, yeah. Crazy.
I'm in the lobby already, by the way.
Yeah, I think Reno's not in the lobby.
Oh, I was in Rainer's lobby.
Oh.
Okay, so now I'm not in the lobby anymore. Is Rex in your lobby?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll try now.
Good job. Yeah, Reno dropped the lobby link like a minute after everyone was in here. Alright, I'm gonna go into game 2 of Clem versus Reno. So Ultra love that map. And yeah, some mech in game 1 from Clem. Definitely don't expect to see that kind of happen twice, right? So should be something a little different. These two have definitely been trading matches recently as well, right? They've I remember when I cast them in a Woody event, like Clem 1-2-0 quite convincingly, but Reno 4-0 Clem since then. So
4-0.
yeah, 2-0-2-0
Jesus Christ.
on a Monday night. And then Clem beat him since then in RSL, so a little bit of back and forth between these guys. In recent affairs, let's see if we maybe get our way to game 3 today. As in the top right of the map, our red Terran player who's up 1-0 is going to be Clem.
Hell yeah. And in the bottom left, he is going to need to change things up. And he might. It is a Rainer. Ugh, Overlord first again. Boring. I would have loved to see some Gasless play out a Rainer against this kid. But it's not what we're doing over here. You know what's really the issue in that last game as well? Is that initial Hellion run by, right? Actually, that is probably the entire issue in that last game. Like, you're never capable of stabilizing. You're never getting a 5th base. Your creep spread feels terrible. Like, even if you're losing creep spread on top of those ramps, then you know it's pretty much over. Because then they occupy your high grounds. And once they occupy your high grounds with Cyclone, dude, life is gonna freaking suck. This map, usually we don't see mech due to how strong Adrax is.
Adrax is pretty darn powerful, and Clem is definitely not afraid of just stepping into an Adrax a lot of the time. He has the strength to just make it look very good most of the time he does it, so always feels good. Not so much for the Zerg though. Was it? I feel like recently we talked about Atrax being strong on this map, and then someone did like the one thing that really dies to Atrax, and we're like, sat here question. Was that last week?
Was that Ling Infestor out of Rainer versus Beyond? Yes, it was.
Yeah. That was like last week or so, right?
I forgot about Rainer liking Ling Infestor. He was playing this weird Carapace opener for a little bit as well, wasn't he? I wonder if he still does it. So this is the really cool thing that usually before major tournaments, people are cycling through their like kind of internal meta game very quickly to try and, settle on whatever works best. So you'll see people throw a lot of kind of weird stuff out there and see what they can settle on. And Rainer has definitely been experimenting a lot. We saw some Ling Infestor coming out of him. We saw that fast like Evo Chamber rush into quick carapace. And well, today we saw that Hydra Link Bane 5 hatch before layer tech out of him against Classic as well. So he's definitely been cooking a little bit. I'm not sure how much I'm liking the dishes so far, but at least he's trying, you know. He can always kind of default back to what he already knows, but he's trying to figure out some new things here for the EWC.
Maybe gets in for a few shots. A couple of drones continue to produce through. Hatchery, Queen, all on the way out currently, as we just have 2 more command centers building from Clem. So once more, heading quickly towards the 3CC. I mean, it's very rare that Clem does not play the triple command center, right? So just going to head into that. Obviously, from there, you have such a breadth of opportunities and builds that you can go into. So everything is available, and the starport starts up as well. I mean, this game could look very similar to the last game for a while, and then eventually just doesn't throw down the extra castles and play mech, right? You can just play bio off the same opening, right? So
absolutely,
so much potential, while things still look the same.
Something that's interesting, by the way, which I've thought for a while, is that Clem never low ground CCs. I think it is the single most underrated trick right now in high-level play. Is low ground command center, because no one except for Gumiho does it, and it has obvious value. And very often it doesn't get punished when Gumiho does it. So why do none of the other Terrans do it? It's because they're afraid of taking risk in a matchup that they know is good for them in the early game. I think that's the reason why.
It just feels unnecessary.
Yeah, but it only feels unnecessary if you already feel that your standard early game is much better than what the other guy has, right?
Yes, sure. Otherwise, why not take every risk you can?
Well, or just a little risk
makes sense.
every now and again, especially if it so often goes unpunished. I'm a huge fan of taking risks that go unpunished. I'm also a big fan of taking risks that do get punished and then taking them again. I like taking risk. But just...
It says a lot about your playstyle.
Yeah. But just in StarCraft 2, though. Not, in real life, I'm very afraid.
Not in real life?
Yeah, real life.
Very noble.
I know I play it safe. I like too safe often, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, very risk-averse personality. Absolutely. That's why I became a StarCraft 2 pro gamer, which we all know is a blossoming career.
Blossoming career with a future that's just set in stone.
Yeah, exactly. Stable career. You can do it well until you retire. Then can find something else. So, yeah, definitely different. Okay, here comes. Well, it's not a super fast Evo chamber actually, but it's a decent timing. Here come the 6 cars.
They get turned away to the left side. Stim starting up as well. Obviously, seen the bio play this time from Clem, so the difference is coming around as he just looks for opening with these Hellions, but so far not going to find much of anything. Tries around on the left-hand side once again, still not going to get much done there. Good defense by the Queens, right? Just keeping this back, obviously not spreading the creep while the cars are nearby, so the cars are still kind of doing indirect damage just by being around.
Ah, look at this. We're going to have a full scout. Rainer wants to know whether it's mech or bio. I don't think he scouted Clem like this in a little while. You know, is this mech scout? That's funny to see. So we're going to get the quick carapace out of him. He's going to be quite happy with all of this. In general, his early game has been okay. Double Banshee now showing up. Ooh, there's no Overseer quite yet. We do have 5 queens in a position and a nearby Spore that can perhaps push onto the forward base location. Today's queen count is insane. Now what do we have? We have 9 queens already. 6 minutes into the game. That is a big number here, Wari.
Yep. It's going to be a big part of his defense throughout these early stages as the Banshees really want to try and find this hatchery, and a Spore is not in reach, but one of the Banshees runs out of energy. Still going to get the cancel and gets away. Wow. Such a frustration. Well, fuck, Reno, he probably feels as though that was meant to be just a very safe base to get open online.
Absolutely. Infestation Pit about to finish up here. So it is going to be Ling Infestor. Now the first Infestors won't be out in time for the first drop. And from what I can recall is that the strongest thing to do against this was some type of Hellbat push, right? Like a tank Marine Hellbat, or just a 1-1 tank Marine seems pretty powerful as well. Because you just have so many Marines, and Ling does not scale well against high Marine count. So you get 24 Marines with 1-1, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Right side base was being attacked, but for some reason Clem is giving up. I think he was afraid of being surrounded there. You have that ramp that is nearby the 5th, and I don't think he wanted to kind of risk it.
Makes sense. As you actually have a big group of units from Reno going to send themselves up to the top left. Everything from Clem's focusing bottom right currently, so if there's an opportunity for Reno on that top left, it definitely should be there, right? Because Clem's just not in position at all. He will have some reinforcements, though, We'll see how heavily Reyno hits, as Clem is going to get rid of that bottom right hatchery here in the next couple of moments. So that's an easy cancel on the 5th base. Reyno going to run at this front door, but there's Marines and a siege tank, and immediately just turns around. So
Did spot the
nothing
forward
for Reyno.
base though, so he knows it's not going to be an Adrax. That is nice info already. Raynor also already has really freaking quick ultra, so his eco isn't great. Actually, nothing is really great for him, but his tech timing is phenomenal. Fast ultra cavern, really quick adrenal glands as well, and his creep threat wasn't looking too poor until these 2-3 tumors were being taken out here by Clem.
A bit more creep. Cleaned up again. The Marines and the Hellions joined back together over toward the left-hand side. And of course, Clem, if nothing else, has just had so much presence on this map this game. And he's going to get rid of a bunch of active tumors here once again, right? And this is the sort of thing that just makes it very difficult for Reyno, not having that kind of, boosted speed, that boosted vision all the way through to the middle of the map. I mean, Clem's going to push very far forward. Reyno has a massive counter-attack of Zerglings heading to the other side, so they have some opportunity perhaps. They're going to start committing. Meanwhile, this left side base of Reyno is in trouble. He's going to clean out the 3rd base of Clem. There's a lot of SCVs going down, 17, and honestly, these links can turn around now and maybe be used for the cleanup.
Yeah, he's going to need to keep one of his side bases alive pretty much here. Like, he wants the mine from that. And if Clem doesn't push towards the left side 5th, and he doesn't kill the right side, then honestly, Raynor here did an okay job. No, killed 17 SCVs, lost a hatchery, but no workers. Survived till Ultralisk are going to be out. We have infestors with quite a bit of energy as well. I think we have, 6 fungals available right now. Like, this is looking very decent.
I'm glad he didn't waste much trying to dive in or slow that down from Clem, right? He just let it happen. And then obviously forced Clem back by the trouble he was causing on the other side. Clem is going to go for the bottom right, but as you mentioned, there is the 9 o'clock base from Reyno that he still has hold of, so that should keep him going for a while here as the Marines do get a cancel up on this hatchery, so that will go down. We will get a lift up once again as the Ultras start to show up, and again, those infestors available too. A Fungal here could actually be pretty deadly to this group of units. Clem sees it coming and he gets up. Reyno did not drop the Fungal though.
Oh.
Clem will continue to try and bait it.
You think he's just sitting there waiting until the fungal drops? Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
At the same time, Clem is moving through the middle. Just a single ultra there is not going to be good enough. Chitinous plating finishes up just now. So these Marines actually dealt a little bit of damage as well. Clem, by the way, went for Adrax before 2nd factory. So much faster Marauder production, but much slower with extra tanks or drilling claws on the mines. Another big Ling run by coming in towards the 3rd base right now. So we have pretty much a 3-base Raynor versus pretty much a 3-base Clem. The right side base really needs to start mining soon. We have 76 workers out, and we just don't have the bases to get those minerals.
Yeah, Clem did what you asked him to do basically, right? Which was like those side bases, one of them needs to go down and then he's going to be in a good spot. And he did deny both, and now we're still at the point where we're trying to rebuild that bottom right one again, right? So it's been an extended period. Reyno has just not mined from a 4th. And that's given Clem the chance now to obviously max out very comfortably, get, as you say, Marauders up, and that's going to allow him to have a good or better answer to the Ultras that are out. Obviously, there are still some mines. There are a couple of Liberators out as well. But in general, just wants to make sure this army can take on what Reyno's got. And right now, it definitely feels like that's the case. I feel as though Reyno's going to be swinging hard with those Fungals and trying to catch something major with those. Otherwise, this game's getting out of reach.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need some Fungals. Here comes the Ultra army. Ultra flank as well coming from the bottom side as the links now are going to be sent in somewhere. These mines are not going to be capable of connecting quite yet. Marauders are getting caught and the door to the natural is left open. Meanwhile, what happened over here at the main fight, Wardy? Did you see that?
No, I was watching the run by as well, but I think the Ultras just kind of turned around from it. I don't think we really engaged in. The Zerglings are going to try and make their way up into the top side, so going to try and get through as we just have the bio chasing. I mean, those things are going to go down, so they're not really going to do that much apart from keep them with a few units at home for a little bit of time. Force a scout too, but this was well dealt with. 8 SCVs go down, but at this point, 8 SCVs feel pretty replaceable, right? That's like 2 rounds of production. We're even getting 2 more CCs finishing, so at the point where those SCVs might not even get replaced. In fact, they haven't. It's just more unit production.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like for Clem is his lack of factory units that are powerful. So we don't have mines with drilling claws. We do have a lot of mines in general, but everything else for him is just so freaking good right now. Where the infestors are making their way onto the map, we have 2 to be exact, both of them on the right side, and the main push is coming from the left. That could be an issue over here for Raynor, as he's going to lose this, well, what was once the 4th base, or it feels like a 3rd or a 4th time. Clem has a lot of cash in the bank. Clem has a very big army. Clem is going to have 3-3 upgrade soon, and Clem is now pushing onto the area between the natural and the third, and I think Rainer's in a world of trouble.
Uh-oh, that Evo Chamber as well, plus 2 melee, might not get a finish up here if Clem gets back onto it. I mean, it may not even come down to that, because this fight's being forced. The Liberators are in good positions, and Clem is just going to sit here and sit between the base and kind of force Reno into just bad decisions, right? Like, there's no good way to really engage into a point like this. You can try and come from all angles if at all possible, but it's going to be tough. The Queens are buying some time with some transfusions, that's about it. At least he did finish his upgrades, though, so Reno will have 2-3 to try and help him win some sort of a fight right now.
Yeah, I think that's what Rainer was waiting for us. He's going to pull the trigger right about now. Infestor coming from the back, and we get a fungal. We get a good fungal. Second Infestor on Burrows, but doesn't get anything done. This was as good a fight as Rainer could have gotten here, but it's still not good enough, as Clem is going to take this series with a swift 2-0 victory.
Looking good. That's very similar to what the games looked like when Clem played Reno when I cast him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, just Clem.
Oh, when you casted him. All right.
When I casted them, yeah. Why?
I don't know. You made it sound like that was like a bigger thing. Like when you cast better things happen.
No, just because like that's the one I saw, but since then Reno got a 4-0, right? Like, so I thought there might
actually
be
when
some
I
sound
casted it, Clem won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clem, well, there you go. Maybe it's us combined. Maybe it's our powers. Yeah. GG's. So Clem moves through to play Maxpax just straight up. That's what's next.
Yeah. Are we just
going
gonna freight train it? Like no stopping?
Yeah, because it's the semifinals, so we start
Oh,
that one
I love
and we
that.
go into the other
Oh.
semi after.
Oh, but how about we let Clem and Maxpax wait and we watch Showtime Gumio instead?
I already played.
Oh, okay. If there's anything
You're getting greedy. You're trying to fit too much StarCraft in one stream.
I just like giving pain to StarCraft players. Once I'm
Make
out of
them
the
wait.
tournaments, we make the conditions as poor as humanly possible. Best of 9 everywhere. Wait for every
Every
series
single
to
match
finish.
is casted.
Every match is casted twice. Once for the regular stream and then once for the French people. It's like, it's just great. Yeah.
Amazing.
You gotta make these people work for their $200, Wardy.
Yeah. Well, in
Did they
my eyes,
actually
they
get
always do work
$200
for
if they win?
Yeah.
That is so much, no? Like back in the day, we would play cups for freaking $50. You remember what were the small ones called? That were like...
Go for SC2.
One more time?
Go for SC2.
No. No, the smaller.
Polarium. There was the daily
Playham.
cups.
Playham.
Playham, yes.
Playham daily. Yeah.
Playham daily. But that was a daily cup, right? So,
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah. It's true. Oh, Cure is in a game with someone. Who is he playing with? Oh, it's not this tournament. He's probably just practicing.
So this,
I almost joined his lobby though, just to sit there with the boys.
see who he was practicing
see who he's
against.
with. That's his
Playham
mistake
daily.
for
I mean,
adding me as
to
a
be-
friend.
To be fair,
Well, yeah.
the open cups were never $400 until ESL came in and officially supported them. And since then, apparently, we've all adopted the idea that all open cups should be $400.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. Definitely ain't cheap. But we also get better players than ever before, so.
I want to get
Didn't
another
get-
snack. Man, I'm hungry like a dog today.
Just can't stop eating, huh?
Yeah, I legit can't. Wait, what server are we on?
America.
Oh, dang it. Wasn't there yet.
Server are you on? Right?
Yeah, I was
This makes
saying
sense why you can see Q.
Yeah. Are they already in lobby? No way, right? They veto pretty slow.
No.
I think Maxpax is a slow vetoer. He used to be fast when he was younger, but he lost some of his edge.
Yeah, well, he really thinks about every map right now.
Yeah. Because he's been
throws it
losing
out
more,
of
so he
his
starts
mind.
thinking more. He should do less thinking again.
Yeah.
That's my theory. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna grab another snack.
It used to be 202 before Shopify doubled it. No, Shopify doubled it to 800. It was $400 when ESL first launched it, and then Shopify doubled it to 800. And then when Shopify sponsorship ended, it went back to 400. Yeah. I didn't like it when Shopify sponsored it because then they made the semis best of 5, and it always felt like way too much to me. And then they removed it, so like I think before we used to do it like we do here, where it's like both semis and the finals, but they made the semis best of 5, and then we could only cast one. So if you're splitting the English streams between them, if you just catch the worst semi-final, like I would frequently end up with the Clem Hero Marine semi-final, and I was like, well, I guess Clem Hero Marine played in the finals a lot, but there would oftentimes be like a Hero Marine Spirit semi-final, and you're just like, cool. I'm really looking forward to a best of 5 TVT. This is so much better than watching both of them as best of 3s. I hated that. I immediately messaged the ESL admins. I was like, this is terrible. They were like, no, we think it's really good. I was like, I think it's terrible. It's one of those things where obviously some people are always going to think that it's good to have just best of 5s no matter what, and other people prefer the best of 3s. I think best of 5s in an Open Cup silly until the final, personally, but maybe if we had way less players, like say we only got like 8 players every week, maybe best of 5 semis, so that we had a bit more streaming time, but yeah. Excited for the 3rd place match? I want a chair that leans back. I do not. Every time I sit on one of these gamer chairs and they have the thing under the seat twizzled so that it leans back, I always go, "Ugh," and I have a mini heart attack, man.
All right.
Every time. Hello.
What are we
do you
doing
get
here?
for a snack? I want to know what you have for a snack.
I had nothing for a snack.
What?
I just
Nothing
went
for a
downstairs. I was in a call with someone from work, so I didn't want to, make too much noise. But, whatever. I'll come back next series.
Come back next series. Fair enough. Alright. I'll well, you can talk to people for a bit, then I'm gonna go get them.
You want me to do some shoutouts?
You do whatever you feel like doing.
Okay. People on the Wardy stream, how are we all doing? Thank you, Crazy Slot, for the subscription to Wardy. Thank you, Jin Kamoi, for the 3-month resub. Thank you, Randos1, for the Twitch Prime. Shout out to you guys. Big up to you all. Who's playing next? Maxpax versus Clem is playing next. Uh-oh. They can't start without Wardy. You gotta wait for Wardy, or he will be upset. Clem is flaming me because of the seating.
Hello.
Clem is flaming me about the bracket.
He is. Perfect.
And
Well,
it doesn't
because
matter if in the end we're going to have a Maxpax Clem semifinals. We still get the same matches as before, but with more hard matches before. It's just so much better.
No, I always liked the Kung Fu Cup. You remember the Kung Fu Cup had the craziest
They had
seeding?
they had no seating at all.
Well, no. They seeded it to make sure that there was always someone in the first round that was like a really sickeningly good match,
Also, they always had something good to cast.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Like, the
they
first
actually
round would be
seeded
like,
for
yeah.
content, which is crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, like, it was kind of smart because actually, like, if you win the super crazy first round match, your next couple matches are usually like not walkovers,
joke.
right? But like you're the favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. In comparison, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Play against the second or third tier StarCrafters. I often was found by these people in the second round. All right, enough with the jokes, Wardy. Let's do some serious introductions here. In the first semifinals of the day, spawning in the bottom left as our red Terran player playing for Team Liquid, it is Clem.
I'm not in the right corner of the map at all. Can't you do anything normally?
And in the top right, as our blue Protoss player playing for Team Psystorm, it is going to be Maxpax.
Okay. Clem with the barracks and the natural. A little cheeky.
Yeah, this I think is very good against Maxpax because his scouting pattern is very consistent. Always gets the assimilator, like the post-assimilator scout or the post-gate scout, and never scouts around for any potential proxy. So being in the natural is the closest thing that you can get. So, oh, look at that block. You see that?
Beautiful.
This is a Future build. This is what Future did pretty much every single game for a very long time. Or every single game. He does it very frequently. He goes for that proxy barracks, and then he gets that eBay block, and boom, Protoss players, they don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I take a Nexus before core so I don't get blocked, but with these guys, it's going to be tough. Bunker's gonna come down here as well. Oi, 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 oi. I really wonder what Maxpax is gonna do. He's gonna get a Stalker. And this Reaper is already out. I'm feeding... Okay, how many worker kills here? 3.
3. 4. Yeah. We're insane.
What? Oh, he's gonna come and help his
Bunker.
his SCV. Oh, that's so lame. That is so lame, isn't it? But this is still counting as a worker kill, and the worker kills won't end for now, you know? It's not like this is the end of worker killing altogether. Like, worker killing will be a thing of the future still, with these Reapers. Like, we're gonna be worker killing for a while here. There's nothing in the main base right now, so you always have the ability to still jump into the main, which is great. Well, I'm not sure if it's great, but it's interesting at least. Okay, look at that SCV micro here. So you can see the direction of where the Stalker wants to shoot based on what it looks at, you know? Okay, right now the double Stalker shows up. You want to go into the main. Oh, he's going to get loads of kills here. He's going to get at least 2 more. Wardy, we were so wrong.
We were so wrong.
So wrong.
Well,
God.
yeah. We didn't see the grand plan of to the low ground to the high ground, though, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we were playing chess, we were thinking about taking the queen, never mind the fact we're about to get checkmate.
Exactly. Yeah, we took the bait.
Yeah, we took the bait.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I mean, Maxpax kind of took the bait. Like, did Maxpax take the bait, or did he have to do it like this, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what the correct response is. I think you just have to check the natural, the nuke in the natural, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you check that, then all is good. Because if you see it with a probe and you attack it, you see it at the perfect timing. Enough to clear it, and too late for the Terran to feel good about canceling, you know? So it's just the worst of all worlds. It's like the worst case scenario. Like legitimately the worst of the worst case scenarios. Now 3 Stalkers are going to move across the map. I feel like this Cyclone should be capable of doing something, but Clem, like the genius that he is, says, you know what's better than 1 Cyclone? It's 2 Cyclones. Yeah. That is very smart. And once again, showcasing his ability to count. Ooh, he's potentially going to lose one of these Cyclones, though.
Gets it back, gets away, gets a new lock on, but the highest HP Stalker. So, commands and it finishes. He's going to try and morph the Orbital, which is obviously a bit of belief that it's not going to get set on fire or anything here. He's going to have a Cyclone coming for a lock on again. That's exactly what you want, right? These Stalkers going low, and that CC provides the vision, so he actually gets the kill on that Stalker. He's now going to get a second Stalker as well, and this obviously becomes huge, because now all the Stalkers are essentially just doomed. There's no way out from these Cyclones. Like, your way out is having enough Stalkers to scare the Cyclones back, and that's just obviously is not the case at all anymore. The SCVs are even here for the repair, as everything gets cleaned up by Clem.
C'est une massacre! Massacre! How would the French say it, do you think?
Le Massacre?
Le massacre!
Yeah.
This actually is gonna be... Look at this. 2 Cyclones, 2 Stalkers. Who wins it? I think Stalkerman should win this as long as there's no double lock-on on the Prism. No, you always win it, I think.
If they double lock on the Prism, do you just get the kills?
Catbutsy's
Yeah, I
super
think so.
chatted $5.27.
Yeah, well, you
Here's
force them
some
to
money
back up, I
before
guess.
my dentist takes it
That makes
all
sense.
from me.
Now 2 more Stalkers show up as well, so Maxpax can get back into pressure room, but Clem's going to take his Cyclones on a different journey. They're now booked into the trip to the main base of the Protoss, so they're going to be dropping off there soon, see if they can get some damage done. And Maxpax is going to hit the main base of Clem, so super high action opening, as you're going to see 2 Stalkers here, but without the Prism to micro, they are in trouble.
They're dead, Wardy. They're not in trouble. If we're ever
Someone say
going
dying
somewhere and you
is in
tell me
trouble.
we're in trouble, I now know what to expect, because they died like 2 seconds after. This is bad news. Oh my god. At the same time, I do believe that Clem is going to be capable of pushing back. That's a
no.
dead Prism. That's a dead Prism. That's
Yeah.
game. That's game. Wow.
This was really a micro war.
You know, people will look back at this game, and this will not be talked about in 2 years from now, this game. You know? No one will be like, oh, you remember Tokamak, Clem versus Maxpax, the 6-minute banger? this was legitimately a very fun and high-level game. Good micro all around, very action-packed. This is StarCraft 2 too, but you never hear people rave about this.
Yeah.
This
Be
was
sure to
great.
get people to remember it.
Yeah. Yes,
We need to make like a highlight movie of this game. Get it.
This is the entire game. You could
Right, but we
post
need,
this
like-
entire game as a short
Yep.
or a TikTok.
Yeah, but you need it to have some epic like splashes and stuff to.
Linkin
capture
Park music on
people's
the background.
attention.
That's how all old
Yeah.
highlight videos were. One thing, I don't know why.
The cyclone dies. It's like- yeah, it like drops in and it's just like the stalkers are dying. The cyclone's micro back.
Yeah. I
We
tried
need that
so hard. And
It's exactly what I'm thinking.
crazy zoom ins, explosions on the screen. I miss the old highlight videos.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. We need a highlight video. We need to make like a mini movie of this game.
Yeah,
Then it would be immortalized as a great game people will always talk about.
true. Yeah, 240p Windows Movie Maker. That is exactly the vibe that we're going for. You need to be capable of counting the pixels, otherwise it doesn't count.
Love it. All right, and we go to game number 2 of our semifinal. In the top right-hand corner of the map, down a game is going to be the Blue Protoss Maxpax. In the bottom right, our red Terran from Team Liquid is going to be Clem.
Torches.
Yep. Torches.
Yeah. What a map.
I like this map.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad either. It
You know,
looks a
that's
little
the
bit like a butterfly, doesn't it? If you tilt your head.
Oh yeah, I actually see that instantly. It even has a face.
Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it does. It does have a face. It's like a very a large butterfly. It's like a drawn butterfly, not how real butterflies
Yeah.
look, you know? Yeah. It's beautiful. It looks legitimately like the Pokemon. Is he called
Butterfree?
Butterfree? Yeah. He comes out of a
Yeah.
Metapod.
He does come out of a Metapod, yeah.
Yeah. Which is legitimately the worst Pokemon to fight against.
Right, well, you just need to kill it quick.
Yeah, because otherwise they harden forever.
Yeah. When they have like 10 hardens on them, it's rough.
Yeah, it's very rough. They're trying to escape and you can't, you can't escape. Can't escape now. I never
That's
know.
like
Yeah.
a key like early game Pokemon moment when you have no like effective moves against a Metapod unless you pick Charmander.
Yeah.
So it's just like tackle, harden, tackle, harden, tackle. This was peak gameplay back in like 1995.
Yeah.
Whenever it was. Jeez.
Jesus Christ. All right. What do we have over here? Yeah, whoa. Whoa, Artie. What is this? Reaper Marine CC in the factory. This is as standard as it gets. As standard. And Maxpax opening with Nexus before core. He scouted as well, which I'm not a huge fan of when you play this, because then your first Stalker is actually a bit too late. So it feels good, but going Nexus core into no scout, I think is actually just superior. And this little factoid is backed by the fact that everyone that plays Nexus before core frequently always no scouts with it. So I'm a big fan of this opinion. It was okay this time because I think Clem wanted to go for, a save up on the Reaper, wait until the Adept shaded out, then you go in, except there was no Adept and it wasn't core before Nexus. So it's going to be Stalker into Sentry, Twilight Council over here. This is a build that Maxpax has recently kind of started mixing into his repertoire. And it's actually fantastic against what Clem is doing.
He's going to have a lot of scouting. He's going to have a lot of info as to what's up, so should have a lot of preparation time as Clem just adds his extra barracks on. So going to be very bio-heavy early on as well, and Maxpax will just get away with kind of going to that Twilight Council and kind of going from there. We see one Cyclone, but there's not going to be like a medevac to support this or anything like last time. There's a third Rax as well, so I'm just going to see the full-on commitment to the bio coming up.
I think the moment you see the third Rex, I wonder if you have to get the third gate. So this is a really bad map to be aggressive on, right? You don't really have a good blink into the main base. You could blink over the mineral patches, but then you also don't really get anywhere. So blink pressure is not great. So I wonder if it is allowed / viable to just go straight into a third base off of 2 gates. He's going to do it really quick anyway. So I guess he just wants that third gate for a little bit of extra safety. He's adding another pylon here as well, pylon number 4. That's going to be as blink is being happily chrono boosted out. This is just a straight 3 racks tank. And a lot of Protoss players, what they play against this, or someone like Hero, would probably open up with charge against this, right? They go charge and then kind of try to rush into Templar Archives behind it, or even play a fast Robo Bay with it on 3 gases. That's not what we're seeing out of Maxpax. He's rushing out of Forge, actually, skipping on his robotics facility or some type of splash stack in the form of Templar Archives. And he's just gonna get an upgrade going. So probably wants to play a heavy gateway army here early on.
Get that all rolling. As obviously the bio upgrade is going to finish in a couple of moments. And this hallucination still just scouting on through. Just keeping that information going. Is there anything in particular that this hallucination wants to see at this point?
I think you just want to have a look at like the starport timing. So, because you can judge when the first move out is supposed to be, right? Starport finishing, you're pretty much adding like 36, 37 seconds due to the float over, and then the starting of the medevac taking 30. Oh, this is a bad float. Factory was blocking there. That's going to add 4 extra seconds onto the starport production. That's painful, man.
Unnecessary. Just a little bit of a mistake as the Stalker can get rid of the Reaper as Clem. Just seeing if there's anything else to see for himself, but there really isn't right now. Just +1 charge on the way. Gates coming up. I think a lot of just what you could expect to see at this stage now.
Yeah, I mean, this is as slow a game as you're going to get out of Clem, because it was a 3 racks factory. Cyclone to try and deny scouting didn't really work out. It's going to go for a double drop here, and I think Maxpax should be somewhat mentally ready for it. He sees the unload, going to lose 1 stalker to it. I think this is absolutely fine. Worker count is good for Maxpax. Unit count, not quite there yet, all right? Not quite there yet. He's going to need 1 or 2 more warp-in cycles. He has the robotics facility with this, so I'm expecting Robo Bay or Templar Archives really at any point right now. We're not seeing it quite yet, but he'll need to. Like, he absolutely has to.
Yep, as the Cyclone is going to get taken out, so the Stalker's delivering there immediately. With the bio still pushing through, the Stalker's still getting pushed and shoved away right here. It's actually kind of a big deal, no? There's a bunch of Stalkers getting caught and going down, so Clem with a good catch. Multiple of those more expensive gateway units going down early. We energy recharge on a sentry on the left-hand side. This is going to dive up on the right. The force field kind of feels like it hurts the Zealots more than helping them. Now the Zealots on the left, though, they do get a good catch. This force field's a lot better. And as Clem is still kind of just standing and fighting, but he should run out of units here. Finally decides to lift up, leave, and to reset from that, as Maxpax coming in from 2 sides, really helping him in the end.
Yeah, that flank was beautiful. Coming from that left side in the end was huge. Double Guardian Shield as well means that both of these units were enjoying the benefits of a +2 armor there. And we have a 3rd CC that is now being constructed. We have 2 more barracks that are going down in the natural. I wonder if we're going to rush into like a Ghost Academy from here, or if we're just going to play it a little bit slower as Clem. He seems to be pretty willing to play high tempo, as we see a quad medevac load up. Prism at the same time is going to run into the natural of Clem, but there are reinforcements there. This could actually go pretty poorly here for Maxpax.
Yep, that's going to go very badly if you just don't know about it. The quad drop, not completely full, but still with a plenty of punch going to come in. And there's only, like you say, a handful of Zealots here, so he's going to have to pull everything back. And there's going to be the Widow Mines to help zone these Zealots a little bit, so they're likely going to get a lot done. We try and split. Honestly, decent splits apart from the 2 that went to the right. They did hit a lot of those Zealots. And Clement gets a lot of work as the Widow Mine, will clean up a couple of Zealots on the other side as we try and Prism drop into the main and natural. Clement gets out with a lot of units still, and we'll try and just take those elsewhere to keep this trouble up. He loses an empty medevac, and medevac with a couple units inside. The main majority of bio is still alive, and he loses about 4 workers.
I think the main issue here for Maxpax is the fact that he doesn't have a fort base. If we're having this exact same game, but there's a fort base and 8 more workers, I kind of like his position. But right now, it feels like he's awfully all in, and I don't think he wants to be very all in. He has 2 Colossi, which, gives this army a bit of a boost. He's going to fly in once more here with this Prism. Mine count is good defensively for Clem. Clem is going to move command here into a lot of Protoss units. Loses 2 mines for free. It's maybe even going to lose a third. No, we're going to get a Guardian Shield. 1 sentry goes down, 2nd sentry goes down. Drop hits the natural at the same time. So there's a little space there for these Marines to just drop into. Clem is perhaps in trouble at home, but... actually, he's just in trouble at home. He's losing a lot of workers as well in the main base.
Yep. A lot going down there, and he's going to have to figure a way to rebuild those at some point, but his third is under fire too. Still trying to drop on the other side. He actually does have an army supply lead, but the power of the 2 Colossus, if there's not a good answer to them, is extremely high. And that's really the issue, is that Maxpax can kind of stand on that 3rd base and do a lot. Allen goes down, depowering a bunch of the gateways, and Clem does get the jump on the other side of the map. He takes out 1 Colossus, he's chasing for the 2nd, and he is going to get a cleanup on the aggressive army. That looked like his biggest problem. But he just caught Maxpax distracted, and he didn't pull those Colossus away in time.
Yeah, very nice. Well done here out of Clem, who was honestly giving himself another fighting chance. He lost a lot of workers here, which obviously sucks, but at the same time, taking out those Colossus does help. Viking count is currently at 3, which is good enough against a single Colossus. He's gonna full stim to the left side to try and heal up. Look at that.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. He's gonna need the base trade here, I think. Although this is just Stalker. Maybe you can just hold that with these Marauders. Who bad blink forward out of Maxpax is gonna cost him at least 2 Stalkers. He's gonna trade a little bit at least, but these Marauders are absolutely unleashed. Left side army is just looking real freaking powerful. I wonder if Clem can take out this fort base.
I mean, that would be wild. No, there's a lot of Zealots there. The Sentry can pop Guardian Shield. Clem's going to kite away, get a few Zealots as he goes, but I think this is just a... Well, I really thought it was just going to be I have to get out of there, but now he turns onto the Colossus. Good force field. And the Colossus is going to live, and Clem's going to GG even. Wow. That was... that went better than I thought, and then... Yeah, still actually killing the Colossus is not easy.
Okay.
Huh? Some gaming going on.
116 supply to 108.
Yeah, I don't think the GG was needed right then, but maybe he just felt like he had 0.
You should have left without a GG?
No, I think he shouldn't have left the game.
Oh,
You know,
but the GG was needed. You just shouldn't have left. is
yeah,
what you're trying to
well,
say.
well, if you when I say the GG wasn't needed, I meant the pathway to leaving the game, because you should always GG when you're leaving.
Okay, I didn't understand that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Maybe you'll be a bit better mannered on the ladder now. You get it?
Yeah, it remains difficult.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. You're in the lobby, right? Good job.
Yeah.
All right, game 3. We actually do have a... The bottom of the bracket, by the way, has just been like bangers, apparently. Like, so many 2-1s in the bottom is Shin 2-1s Christiana, Showtime 2-1s Gumiho, and they will play each other in the second semi-final after this. That's actually also a banger of a matchup. Shin, who's been in 2 finals in a row in this event, Showtime, who's on fire lately.
Oh, we get to cast it.
Yeah, they will wait for us.
They will wait for us.
But whether they like it or not, they will not start without us. And if they do, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Well, maybe we let it count, but they'd have to wait for us to cast the replay. You know, like they get punished. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, today, I didn't have to do any admin work at all. It was great.
You didn't what?
Have to do any admin work. Like,
I thought you
everybody
said...
showed up.
Okay, I heard... You know what was great? Today I didn't do any Adderall. And I was really confused. I was like, is that like a big deal to you? Like, I also didn't do any Adderall today, Wardy.
Yeah, that would have been a bit more concerning, wouldn't it?
It would have been. But not having to do any admin work, I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, it was great. Like, Festival just gave up instantly, but didn't even message me. Just told Showtime to take the win, and that was it. Everyone else just played games.
Yeah.
What a day. Anyways, more interestingly, we actually have game 3 of this series, so...
I'm still confused about that last game a little bit, Wardy. I understand. I think he thought that the fort base of Maxpax was fully saturated. And if that base is fully saturated, this is a very reasonable leave. But Maxpax's fort base was so extremely late that I think it was just the incorrect call there. It was 116 to 110 supply, which is a favorable situation for Protoss. Protoss just had a single forge going, and 2 second EB plus armory were on the way as well. So it feels to me like, you know, there was a little bit of water left in this stone to squeeze, you know? Like, yeah, if you want to get a full glass, it's going to be tough, but I think there was some left in there. Definitely could have. This is a great start, by the way, for Maxpax. Expensive early game out of Clem, who's going to be... I mean, what is he going to do off of this? Was this a gas first? I think so, right? 8, yeah,
I'm
I
not
guess.
paying attention.
It was a gas first, so he's going to go Reaper into Factory. CC first. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're really gaming right now.
Drops that CC down. The Reaper in the orbital. Coming straight up. And we just have the SCV coming through as well. Nexus, Adept, all underway as the assimilator continues to build up for a couple of moments.
Interesting build. Okay, so this is not a worst case scenario, but it's a bad, it's a bad scenario where your eBay instantly gets stopped. You lose a lot of mining time. The follow-up, I think you can read it just based on the Reaper. The fact that this is a Reaper off of an eBay, you're like, okay, it's probably Reaper off of a gas first. Like, that would be my general vibe. Would be my feeling. We're going to get a fast Twilight Council here as well, out of Maxpax. Okay. Adept, Twilight. He just wants to play his standard 3-gate Blink, I think. I think that's what we're seeing here right now.
Yep. Bring that through and getting set up. Factory to the reactor from Clem, so you can get a couple of Hellions on the way up. And obviously there's a lot of ways you can use Hellions in the early game to try and harass and break through and create some drama, even just, chase this Adept down. It can be very effective. As the Reaper on the other side is going to spot the Twilight Council, but that Reaper is going to grenade its way to the low ground, and the Adept was shading high ground, which means that Reaper has a chance of getting out of here. It's gone.
Look at that.
Adept shade
Freaking
after
eel.
it. It's going to be late.
Slippery eel, man.
Slippery eel.
Yeah, prick. You see how he got out of there? Also because the first pylon was misplaced. If correctly placed and the gate touches the side. What a ridiculous game. It's going to be 2 Hellion, 4 Mine Drop, most likely. It's a classic build order that we don't see a whole lot, but we see it frequently enough that we should be aware of it, Gonna go into 3-gate defensively. What would you like to have against this? Ideally a full wall or a battery in the next roll, like a temporary full wall or a battery, which is permanent. Both I think are fine here. We see the probe already moving into position. He's gonna try it. Oh, he has to do it with a pylon because the pylon doesn't reach there to build a battery or a gate or a cyber core. So that's a little bit awkward. It is the way that it is. He's going to cancel that pylon. And he's going to see... Oh my god. This is such a good scout of Maxpax. Seeing that medevac, that is great news. Pylon gets rebuilt one more time. Blink is about to finish up. And here comes Clem. And he's going to be in trouble.
Yep, medevac is going to go down, but we do get the full Widowmine Burrow. But obviously this is full commitment. He's going to get... He could have had 4 workers there, but you will try and threaten the workers in the back instead and make them run a bit further. Hellions get through, so the Stalkers have to busy themselves with those for a moment and chance to get a couple more kills here. We didn't quite target. We do in the end with the Reaper. That's a lot of units to get up for, I want to say, just 6 probes, right? Like, that's all of your early game units. 6 workers is not bad, but like, that's everything you build into to this stage of the game.
Yeah. And the scary thing right now is as well, right? You're going to have a Raven to counterattack with. There is 1 tank out, but look at the Marine count. There's 8 Marines out total. This tank can only defend really a single base at the same time. The best case scenario for Maxpax is if he goes straight into the main base with 4 Stalkers and a Prism, or if he jumps by over here. This is also completely fine. He's going to get 2 worker kills already. Lovely little play here out of the young Dane. And can now pick up maybe 4 Stalkers and piss off. Or he's going to go for another warp in. I mean, both are viable options here.
No Stalkers get warped in. The charge will start up. Marines in a siege tank continue coming about. Engineering bay and the barracks still coming over. As we have the Stalkers ready to hop toward this main base. Prism loads up a few of the units and we have ourselves the racks. Gonna move, I don't know where that rack's going. I guess just to the tech lab for combat shield. And then the factual reactor it up for the starport or so. Something along those lines. Anyways, we have 1 tank out on the high ground, 1 tank out on the low ground. But in general, the blinker position's pretty well defended against for now.
Yeah, surprisingly so, may I say. He only killed 2 SCVs here in this game. I thought it was going to be way, way more. So I am impressed. I absolutely am impressed. We're going to see Templar Archives as a follow-up. So it's going to be 3-gate into Storm. Has a high Stalker count already, but once again, achieved nothing so far. I think Clem is going to be very yeah, honestly, very content with the position that he's in right now.
I think I can agree with that. As it's hard for Maxpax to do much of anything. Clem gets to kind of more or less just kind of get his way towards his upgrades. I mean, we blink in here as Maxpax. Clem has a few units there, which obviously helps protect the SCVs until a few other units show up, and that makes this a defense. So, yeah, very well defended so far. The bunker is empty, which maybe gives the Stalkers a chance to poke a little bit, but I think the general consensus here is that this is a long way off really getting much of anything achieved.
Yep. No forges, by the way, just pure storm. Extra gateways now being added into the mix. The Stalkers just kind of stand in front of the base waiting for a move out at some point. That's what we're going to be moving into as well. You have +1 attack is about 50%, or sorry, 30 to 40% done. Ooh, double drops, not going to get spotted so far, but this Zealot is going to get the information. The valuable info as to where these drops are heading. Do you go for a recall here, or what's the plan right now?
It's tough, right? Because it's like, recalling's nice, you get in position quickly, but maybe you just believe that Clem doesn't keep committing forward because it's been seen by the Zealot.
Yeah.
So then you just step back instead, and I think that's the better call. So
Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Clem is playing this very patient, very calm. He's now going to pull some of these tanks further forward. Ooh, 2 tanks are actually kind of stuck here in the natural. I'm not sure if this is on... surely it's not on purpose. Okay, they're going to just be capable of moving towards the left. I think he's going to go for a full-on attack right now, isn't he?
it does feel like he wants to kind of get active a little bit, and there's an army here from Maxpax that's going to find a couple of those medevacs off to the left side. Storms come down, he gets the prism, but I mean, he did save some of the Marines, but still a lot going down. But whoa, well, that Depot dead.
2 Templar. 2 out of the 3 Templar go down, plus Prism. I think that was the Storm that was dealing the damage, or like the Marine just has a lot of damage.
Yeah, I was looking at the mini-map already, and then I just saw the Templars die. I was like, whoa! Yeah, I was not expecting. I thought the threat was over, but yeah, I guess they just wandered into Storm still.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Truly some crazy stuff. Medevac is going to dodge the 4 Stalkers that tried fishing for him. Maxpax not the greatest fisherman in the world. This fish managed to escape. Gold's now on the way. Clem most likely setting up for somewhat of a 1-1 timing push here. 3 tanks, 6 to 8 mines, 3 Ghost, bunch of Vikings in the mix. Vikings are not going to be the greatest tool to have, but they're still nice if you're fighting a Prism plus Templar, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just really nice to be able to zone the Prism a little bit, right? They can't always keep on pushing forwards. It gives the Stalkers something they want to maybe try and shoot down. So yeah, having a little bit of pressure there is great, as obviously our Ghosts rising in numbers slowly too. The Robobay coming up from Maxpax, so he will add to his potential of splash damage as well. Oh, this Prism needs to be careful. And there's the Bargains there. Just didn't even really realize what was going on, so both players caught a little unawares on the left-hand side. And this Prism going to try a different angle to get forward with these Zealots, although maybe Maxpax can capitalize. The rest of the army showing up a little bit. We are going to get rid of the Prism, but the Zealots do unload. Wouldn't mind at least softening those up. We lift and get away. Wow. Clem really, crisis managing that very well so far. He will be missing some of the units from this fight then. And a lot of his defense is very spread out, which maybe gives Maxpax a chance, but I think there's just too much from Clem. Right side unengageable, 3 tanks are a bit too much. And yeah, Maxpax will not try and dive the natural, although he tries for the siege tanks now when Clem is more towards the center. Maxpax just trying to find openings as this drop continues across and could maybe get a jump on this 5th base if it wants, or can obviously continue to head into the main.
Clem going into the main base is not what I had expected, as a Raven gets sent back home. Maybe wants to do a little bit more auto turret harass over here. Get an aggressive scan, see 6 Stalkers warp in. I mean, this is the end of this drop, really. We're gonna not even get a pick up here, as all of this is going to die. But at the same time, Clem is pushing towards, what was this, the 3rd base over here. Tanks unsieged, but this army is very, very powerful. And the only defense really here is going to be Storm.
Yep. These Bargains keep on pressing through. Gonna pull back a little bit. Storm still coming down. Stalker's still getting hit. We're going to just aim for the Nexus a little bit, but I mean, we're killing units in the same time. We get the Nexus. The Widowmine there actually going to land on some probes that were still being pulled into this. And Maxpax, more or less, he probably looks at this as a counterattack scenario. Like, he killed a bunch of units. Clem committed to getting the Nexus kill. So he maybe just feels like counterattacking is an open door for him right now. At the very least, this group of units is a little bit stuck. Clem, it's kind of awkward. Like, do you want to try and save these in terms of, like, bringing other units forward? Looks like he's just going to try and make a getaway. And with Medevac boost, he will be able to get away for now.
Yeah, this was overall a pretty bad fight for Clem, but the damage dealt is significant, right? A base has been denied. It is 64 workers to 75. Fourth base is now morphing already for Clem as well. Once that planetary finishes up, if Clem doesn't die to this incoming push, I think his position is quite decent. We have some Templar coming in here from the north as well. Can he get a storm? Yes, he can get a storm. It's not great. So Zealots are getting damaged here as well. I think Maxpax, there's kind of a timer on him right now. There's kind of a timer. 1 EMP hits. We still get a storm. SCVs are going down. That's -8 SCVs. That's a full lift here on this CC. And this is what Maxpax needed. He needed 10, 9 worker kills. He's gonna get it. Forces a lift on this base. We have his own third base coming back online. Upgrades are not looking that great though for Max quite yet. There is a second fortress. We're gonna continue pushing in. Is there a prison with this? I don't think there is. They're just walking across the map.
Yeah, and the Vikings are in good numbers as well right now. Good enough to chase down the one Colossus that's left for a little bit. So, yeah, and just the Archons that are here, there's no storm, right? So just EMPs are extremely powerful. There's one High Templar on the left-hand side that maybe has something of a chance to get involved, but realistically, Clem has pushed this back and he's defended from, I think, the counterattack that was always going to be a little scary. This Colossus is still a bit out of position. We drop a storm to try and help it, but considering we don't have a ton of storms, I feel like we could have maybe saved that storm for a better moment even.
I'm surprised that Maxpax kept pushing into the natural there. It felt like he'd achieved what he wanted. A lift on the third base, 10 worker kills, but now he's actually taken a significant amount of damage. He did not have thermal lens until now. How many Colossus did he lose already? Oh, just 1. And he has 2 right now. It's still fairly late, but he's 5 bases. We have a massive Zealot run by coming in towards the planetary. I don't think that will be successful. He's going to be pulling it back as well. Clem is going to be pulling ahead in workers. Clem is ahead in army supply, and these Zealots are going to get caught as well. It's -2, 3 Zealots over here. I think Maxpax is in a little bit of trouble once more.
Yeah, it does not feel great at the moment as you do see a couple of storms coming in, man. This Terran army just looks absolutely huge, doesn't it? So many Marauders. Obviously, there's a lot of supply in the Zealots on the left-hand side, which if they can get involved against a Marauder-heavy army, great. But not if they get involved on their own accord, and everything from Maxpax that really needs to be here to help fight is just not here at all. The EMP to guarantee the High Templar will not do much in this fight, and this base is in some serious trouble. Maxpax responds by bringing the main army across, but it's just a very late arrival. We do drop 1 good storm. The second, honestly, probably could have gone elsewhere, as we are going to be seeing the 3 Colossus maybe have the most to say right now, because there's not a good answer to them, but there's just not enough, as it does look as though the Marauders will power through. The Colossus drop down. The Archons that are morphing are not going to do well, and the couple of Zealots warping in will be a pitiful excuse of an answer to this army, which means that Clem will take the 2-1 victory here in the semi-finals, battling through this bracket of death to make his first Wardy TV Monday finals in a hot minute. When I say a hot minute, I mean 3 weeks, which is, you know, it's a while for Clem.
Yeah, that's crazy. Big performance, and on the back of a tough bracket as well, you know?
Yeah, tough bracket. Came through Reno the previous round. Had to fight off Lem in the round before that as well. Not easy. All right, dropping lobby links down as Showtime and Shin got vetoed.
What the hell?
Yeah, Showtime, it's Showtime, man. He brought some sense to the situation, you know?
Yeah.
You know, last week Shin and Byun are like, we'll wait till the series ends to start vetoing, and then veto super slow. Showtime's like, no. Look, I'll show you how this works. We veto up now, and then when they're done, we can just start playing. It's like a crazy concept to the Koreans. Do we have everyone in? I felt like we missed someone, but I think we're good at 8. If we're not good at 8, then whoever's caster number 9 is just unlucky. Who you type into? Clem? Maxpax?
Yeah.
Both?
No, Clem.
Clem?
Yeah. I was telling him about how much more worthwhile it will feel, you know, to win.
The win with the harder bracket.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I insinuated that this momentum might carry him to another EWC win. Did I ask for a percentage? Not yet, but I might send him a message about it in private.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's really fair enough.
Understandable. Maybe I should do the same for giving him the tournaments to build up the momentum in as well. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Like, does he really need the Monday's prize money if he just wins EWC again? He could fund so many more Mondays.
That is true.
Yeah. That's a good point, well made. All right. StarCraft resumes here. As we have in the top right-hand side, the Red Protoss player in this semi-final number 2, it is going to be Showtime. And they're starting this game up on Torches.
Torches. Yes. Torches is a... You know why this is an interesting map, Barty? Because you look at this map and you think to yourself, this smells like a decent map for the Zerg player, right?
Yep.
But
short, aggressive.
If you get blocked on the natural, I don't actually think it's very good for Zerg at all. Like, the third base is freaking far. Oh, Shin. Oh, we're not even talking third bases here, man. We're talking natural. What is he doing? This is going to be a 15 hatch. Is he going to take it on his own side or on the other side? His own side. Oh. Thoughts?
Very fun. I feel like we've seen Shin do this before. If not Shin, someone else did this recently.
Rogue did it
Rogue.
against Classic in the GSL final, I want to say it was. You know what he did? He took both gold bases. He took
both.
Yeah, he took the right one, and then he also took the left one. And then he stayed on 42 workers and Roach Ravagered, I think. He lost the game, but the attempt was very cool. Oh, Showtime has scouted it, though. Like, Showtime, he just checked the natural. I was like, oh, there's no natural. I wonder where it is. Oh, it's over here. So there's a couple of possible follow-ups out of this, right? We can go for a drone mining out the minerals and a full-on link flood. You can also go for like just a third base, a standard third base, and then you have a gold. I don't know what type of guy Shin is.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you have like silver girlies and gold girlies.
Like girly?
Yeah, you heard that? Girly.
No.
It's like, you know, the girls who look better with silver or gold.
Oh, okay,
you know?
sure. I've never heard of this, but sure.
Yeah, it's like a thing. I've heard of this recently.
Right.
Because it matches better with your skin tone or something, or like your aura.
Sure.
Yeah,
All that nonsense. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Instagram.
Yes,
fodder,
color
I think.
theory, famously nonsense. It's the same in StarCraft 2, you know? You see some people, they do this, and then they start mining out the opponent's patches as well. And there's other people that just expand off of this. You know, you have the people that are greedy and then the aggressive clowns. There's also a difference there, also to do with aura and the like, what's it called when you have with the star signs? Is that astrology or astronomy?
The zodiac. Astronomy.
Astronomy. No. Is astronomy the fake one or astrology?
Oh, probably astrology.
I never know for sure. So whenever someone tells me they're an astrologist, I start making fun of them, and then, you know, hope that is the correct one to make fun of.
No, I think
Astrology is fake. Astrology, the L is for lies.
Astrology is the connection between the stars and the human affairs.
Okay, gotcha. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't love it, but you know what I mean.
I was confused because I just went to a planetarium yesterday, 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
And they were talking about it all. Yeah.
They were talking about the astrology or astronomy?
Well, because there's like a what's in the sky tonight sort of thing, and then they were like, obviously, like all the non-scientific people really like it when they're like, and this is the one that looks like a fish, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's what
There's a
they
bit
did.
of both.
This one looks like a fish.
well, they had all the like the signs and stuff. Like they didn't talk much about like how this star sign means you're going to be pissed off today or something, but like, you know, they talked about the zodiac signs and stuff, you know.
Ah, that's sick. I love that. Love that for them. What do you think is happening over here? Look at this creep spread. We saw an Oracle get like, what was it, 3 drone kills. The earlier 2 were out of the adepts. It is 40 drones to 30. Or sorry, 40 workers to 30. This is really bad usually for the Zerg. There is a gold which offsets it just a little bit. But the creep spread, it looks suspicious, doesn't it?
I mean, the fact that the creep is kind of working towards and away from the base, it's like, I feel like we never see this off the gold. Like, whose creep spreads off the gold base?
Yeah.
Usually the gold doesn't last this long.
Yeah.
Without you be just attacking.
Right. My feeling is that he's going to do like some weird attack. He's going to mine out these mineral patches. Or he's going to try to mine out these mineral patches and then get blasted by 3 stalkers standing behind it. But this is just my general feeling. The natural, or I guess this is the third base on the natural location. I'm just going to call it the natural. That's going to be in the natural location. The gold base is the one that's at the gold. The natural is actually going to be under some heavy pressure. We don't have so many links in position quite yet. 4 adepts are going to show up. No oracles nearby to help him out. -1 drone, -2 drones, -3 drones. Ooh, the adepts actually finish their shade. And we get some shots on drones. 7 drones going down, 8 drones going down. Make it 9. Do we have 9? Yes, we have 9. Great little harassment here coming out of Showtime. Meanwhile, no Roach Warren behind this. So maybe Ling Hydra? It has to be... No, it's not an all-in. He's going to take a hatchery. He just likes spreading creep.
He just likes spreading creep. Why? My drone kill count is not showing up. Is yours?
14 total.
Yeah, but like on the side of the screen, was it showing up?
Oh, yeah, it was showing up big time, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm so confused.
I actually had 2. Maybe I took yours.
You had 2?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, we all know who the real streamer is now.
It's the people that have more trouble with counting, they get more help. So like, one guy did
Fair
university, the other one barely finished high school.
Yeah.
We'll give him 2. Yeah, all right, guys. Calm down. Yeah, we have some creep being spread out still. What is this? This is an Evo chamber now coming in. Hydra's being built of 64 drones. I freaking hate it when they expand this weirdly because it becomes difficult to, you know, call bases the correct thing.
You just need to get over it. You just call the natural, the third, and the gold's the gold.
The gold's the gold. Yeah, I think the gold, calling the gold is going to do a lot of heavy lifting for us here.
Yeah, because it does just get confusing otherwise. And I mean, we're at the point in StarCraft 2, everyone knows what you mean when you say the natural, right?
Exactly.
Every now and then, again, someone in the chat tries to be really clever, but they usually just get left out.
Yeah, and then permaband. And then we find their address and dox them. So don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy. I've got a mod team that don't do anything in Twitch chat, but they're ready to dox you at a moment's notice.
Yeah. Don't moderate the Twitch chat. They're more doxers, really. That's where the real passion lies. Ruining people's lives. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna drop. Look at this. This is... I still feel very weird about all of this. I don't quite understand what is going on, but I'm a big fan. Showtime already has like 6 stalkers in the main base, so he knows that this is a possibility.
I don't think that's super crazy. Shin is fairly well known for dropping. I mean, don't get me wrong, this game is kind of weird, but I think I can appreciate the idea that he's kind of roughly got the idea of it. Does lose the Oracle, unfortunately.
Yeah. That was a fun interaction. He was trying to take it out with drones, right? The mineral patch is there.
Yeah.
I feel like 1 is missing, 1 patch. 2 maybe even. Yeah, 2 are missing. So
There's a gap.
yeah, there's definitely the beginnings of a gap here. He's kind of got such a big drop going. This is so many units. This feels crazy.
It feels crazy. I think it would work if Showtime had nothing in the main.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna morph Banelings in his opponent's main base, or what is like the ultimate scenario? You think maybe a Baneling run by somewhere else? Okay, he's gonna Baneling run by into the 3rd base, and then a massive drop into the main. Look at all these stalkers being pulled away.
No! Showtime. He was right on top of this as well. Like, he really knew it, but well, he didn't know about it, right? But like, he felt like he knew about it. Starts warping in now. The stalkers will start to return, but we do begin to unload. I mean, we already had some warpings come in. The Stasis does catch a few of the Hydras and Lings, but this is a ton of units. He is catching the units at the front quite nicely. Stasis caught a bunch of Banelings as well, but he is defending the main base. Gets a good storm down to weaken up the Hydras, but there's just Hydras everywhere in the main right now.
Yeah, 10 workers already going down over here. 196 supply against 128. Let's not forget about these Banelings. We have a single Stalker Warp in. Lots of gateways on power. Templar Archives in some trouble perhaps as well. Baneling's now going to run in forward. Can we get the kills? He's going to get a lot of them actually, as this is going to get pushed back. But I do believe that Shin has dealt enough damage at this point. 73 workers to 46. Showtime in a world of trouble.
A world of trouble. No, he really is. He's just lost so much here. The unit comp from Showtime good. Unit count good, but just the preparation of having to be everywhere to deal with this, really not good. Like, in that regard, he was really out of position and has really been caught off guard a little bit. So, looks as though he's going to be in some trouble as we have a few more Hydras and Lings dropping back into the main and just keep this up. And obviously, eventually, you'd imagine that Showtime just succumbs to a bigger push at the front if he's so spread out.
Yeah, Hydra's now moving in forward. Still lots of Banelings in the back as well. And this is so hard to engage into as Showtime because you just get small Bane splits like these. Just trying to kind of fire onto those High Templar. There are a couple of Templar in this Prism as well, but the Prism goes down. And that is going to be game number 1 in favor of Shin.
Shin is looking for his 3rd finals in a Monday Cup in a row.
Ooh.
And he's lost all of them so far. He's 0-2 against Hero, then Classic. I would not pick him as the favorite against Clem, but maybe. Maybe.
Maybe pick him as the favorite, or maybe he can win.
Yeah, maybe he can pull off an upset, man. I don't know. I don't pick him as a favorite, but like...
Yeah, I also wouldn't pick him as a favorite.
I'm still on the Zerg wins one of these cups at some point in his existence. Copium train. Let me believe. At some point it's going to happen. Okay.
Interesting.
Tokamak map 2.
One more time.
Tokamak map 2. What's interesting?
What is interesting on Tokamak map 2?
No, just you said interesting under your breath. I'd rather know what's interesting than me blabbing.
Oh, just the general vibe of, you know, Shin and Clem and that type of stuff. I also was reading some chat. I was just interested by what everyone was saying.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say, and then they said this, but that was just your story. You were just reading chat.
Yeah, I was just reading a bit. I was like, oh, it's interesting. All right. Game number 2 between Shin and Showtime on Tokamak. As Showtime sends out, look at that first worker go, man. This guy's on a mission.
A mission to block a hatchery.
Yeah, a mission to block a hatchery. And if it doesn't work, he's gonna dox the drone. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Showtime does it.
That is how Showtime does it indeed. He just doxes people like that. Poof. Oh, Shin. 15 hatch. Is that going to be in time? Is it going to be... Oh, it's not. How unfortunate. It's going to get a 16 hatch, a 17 hatch straight away onto the line base instead. Ay. He really wanted it. He wanted it so bad. You could see it. But instead, he's going to get that 17 hatch. Showtime's going to be real happy. He's going to be going for... What do you call it with the 6 corners?
Hexagon?
Hexagon, there you go. He's making a nice little, neat little hexagon.
6 sides, not 6 corners.
Oh, sorry. 6 sides, that's what I meant. What is it called with 7? Septagon?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, sick.
Was it? It's not a heptagon, is it? 7's weird.
Heptagon? What is 8?
It's a
Octagon.
heptagon. Yeah,
You can do 8 in StarCraft 2 with a patrol move. You can...
heptagon or septagon.
Oh, both works?
Apparently.
Ah, that's crazy. This, I bet, is one of these things where if you say the one that is less used, people will call you out. It's
People
it's
call you out.
Other. And they say, well, actually...
It's actually the heptagon. I thought you had a degree. Huh?
Yeah. You know, you can only make a heptagon in StarCraft 2 maximum because you can't add an extra patrol point.
No way.
Yeah, it's really it looks really ugly. Because I'll be starting a beautiful little octagon, and then I'm like, oh no, you can't. So like the last side looks absolutely terrible.
Uh-huh. That's wild.
Yeah. It is what it is.
How about you don't patrol? You just shift click.
Yeah, but then it doesn't... You know, with patrol, if you properly connect it, it connects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes a loop.
Yeah, it makes like a neat loop, you know? But you can't do that with a shift click. Like, it's never a complete loop. So it doesn't feel as good.
You just shift click enough times.
Yeah, but it doesn't spark joy like the patrol does.
It doesn't spark joy the same way.
No, it does not.
It's not as satisfying.
It is absolutely not as satisfying because they really connect when you patrol move. So it feels very different. All right, what do we have got going on over here? We have the first adept across the map already. Second adept is about to show up. Oh, that link survived. What the hell? How did that link survive? Actual eel.
Crazy.
Double adept. Still wanting to go into the main base here is a play and a half as well, isn't it? Oh, no way.
Oh.
Look at what Shin has in the main. He has 2 queens there.
Yeah. Handlings.
Yeah.
So he loses no drones, and he kills Adept.
What a brilliant little mind game. You know, everyone and their mom for years now always builds the queen on the 3rd base. Oh, that one is vulnerable. But the Protoss player, I guess you can scout it. You can see where the queen is popping because you can see it build, right? But we don't do it because we don't have to usually. That was such a cute little move out of Shin. I love that for him. He's now sending the links across the map. He's gonna lose a couple to that Oracle, but Oracle needs to stay at home. Follow-up is going to be a Phoenix. There are 2 Overlords aggressively positioned. So these 2 could potentially die, but a Phoenix is really slow at killing stuff. So it's not always a guarantee that you're gonna get both. Also, Showtime might not know about the right side one.
Yeah. If you don't go over there, you will not in fact get the kill. That's how it works.
Yeah.
See if he checks. There's currently just drones coming up, more oracles on the way out. Our first few minutes. So you're going to be just defined by what we see next, and we will also have a Twilight Council from Showtime. He's got Probe right there to build the forge next to it, I think. So
yeah,
readying up to play very standard stuff as the next step.
Fast Evo chamber as well here. So that is interesting to me. It's actually very interesting to me. We have the stasis ward, another stasis ward, and one more after that only. This is Stasis City right now. Gonna indeed get the 3rd one as well. Adept finish there. Shade. Stasis is gonna connect with just 2 drones. A couple of workers are gonna fall. Once again, like these early aggressive moves, they feel kind of nice. You know what the issue is with them? Is that you basically give up later aggression for fast aggression. And then if you don't kill a lot of workers, right now Shin can do pretty much whatever he wants. I think going up to 76 workers at this point is a completely fair thing to do.
It's wild how that group of units going down gives you that much freedom, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but it signals a lot of things. It signals slower gateways, right? And also that the first warp-ins aren't going to be actually useful units anymore. Like, it can be stalkers or it can be anything. Like, there might be some like very late glaive builds that you still need to be somewhat careful of, but I actually think you can go to a very high worker count on the back of this. And it looks like Shin is agreeing with me because he's building a crap ton of workers right now. His fort base is on the way. His lair is about 20% done as well. And I think we're going to be heading into... I wonder if this is going to be a Hydra Link Bane type of game. Shin has played that before. I mean, he kind of played it in the previous game, although it felt more like a Hydra drop move rather than anything else.
Well, those lings are going to bounce away from the right side and head back up through the middle of the map and keep on trying to see what else is going on. Storm just starts up from Showtime. He's going to play very straight down the middle at the moment as the Stalkers. That just took up a little bit. Blink is done in a moment. As you have a battery here to help a little, but yeah, a little bit annoying. Again, with Blink finishing, we can protect the Stalkers, and the Zelt Warpins help a lot too.
Yeah. Now we're really going to see what Shin is up to. It's going to be a fast Spire out of him. Instant 8 gas is what I'm expecting. 5th hatchery as well. He actually stayed fairly low on drones, if I'm being honest. Like, he saw the Templar just now, so now he knows for certain what it's going to be. He's going to go Hydra then, plus Spire. And I think he wants the Hydra then to be spotted. No, he already got the Spire spotted. Was the Hydra then a response to being scouted?
Not sure.
I think it was. And we get an infestation pit. So it's fake Mura right now.
It's very annoying if you prep for mutas and then they never come. Obviously, the Hydra build could like hit it like a brick. So Oracle's activating here, help defend against those lings. Storm coming up. Shouldn't is not over prepping against mutas, but he will start to add cannons the mineral line right and just prep for the eventuality of those mutas possibly flying in. I would say it's like a reasonable amount of preparation. It's not like he's throwing down like Stargate Phoenix production or anything, right? So it's not going to fight too hard.
He already has one Phoenix, and I think all he really needs to do is kind of get a read as to what is kicking off. He didn't see the infestation pit or the Hydra then, by the way. Is he adding more batteries anywhere? He's getting another cannon over at the 3rd. He's getting more cannons at the 4th, but nothing is really out of proportion in my mind. He's going to go for a push to try and force something. I like that. It's like an aggressive approach to dealing with Mutalisk.
Gives you a chance to be on the map. And look, then coming up behind this from Shin, so we see where he wants to go eventually. This is kind of a rough time, though, right? If I just sworn they're not going to have upgrades, like right now, it's really just Ling Hydra. Showtime, he has that Storms to maybe help with it, but attacking into a base on creep is scary. He's going to back it up for now. Obviously, Lurk is on the way out. And changes the pacing of this game now.
Yeah, it's just a weird game all around, to be honest. I feel like Showtime probably would have wanted faster Fleet Beacon plus second Stargate. Because right now he has like, not a whole lot to deal with lurkers. And majority of the good fights will need to come from taking actual good fights rather than having good units. So we're talking like flanks, making sure that they don't run into position immediately, see if you can get some zoning storms out ahead of time. Like all of these things are becoming really important. This Zealot attack is freaking brilliant. I love this for Showtime. Without this, I think Shin probably has a lot of, a lot of space to kind of start moving across the map. Right now, that space isn't really there. This Lurker then under some heavy fire as well. If this can be right-clicked down before Seismic Spines finishes up, that would be huge. Zealots are trying their absolute best, but Shin is coming in clean, and the Lurker then will survive with about 170 HP.
Yep, that's good enough. So going to build some Evo Chambers right there as well. And get those rolling. Only has the one Evo Chamber on the map so far, but builds a couple more. We do have ourselves Stargate and Fleet Beacon. Of course, later game is being established here. Showtime recognizes the need to go into a response to that, so begins to prep, gets that on the way. And still just gathering Zealot Stalker Archon on the top side of the map for a few more moments as well right now. A lot of Zealots joining up at the moment.
Yeah, this is still a very odd game. It feels like Shin is rushing into a late game with what was a pretty poor mid-game eco. Like, he did not really have a strong economy whatsoever. He's going to see this Showtime run by, or I guess he didn't really see it, or he would have moved the links a bit faster. He's going to end up losing 10, 15 links there, pretty much for free, as their bodies being disposed of by the... Who do you think does that? Who does the cleaning there?
Cleaning?
Yeah, the cleaning of the bodies. They disappear very quickly. Is it just the rotting and like space?
I think it's the cleaning bots that just not always recognized on the map as a critter. They're always there.
I like
you know?
But they're
just very small, and every now and then one becomes big enough to be a critter.
I like it. That's a lore accurate explanation of what happens. We're gonna get a Nidus network out here. 5th base on the way. Tempest, Mothership. I mean, to me, this feels like we should be heading into a proper late game. I think Showtime is significantly better in these scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Shin is an aggressive player, right? Like, Shin is the mid game. He has the pushes. He's the timings. The later it goes, it's Showtime's realm. You know, this is where he likes to be at. 100%. I'm with you. It's I don't think it's not that Shin can't win in this stage. It's just it definitely feels like this is where Showtime would like to be at. And probably where Showtime feels like his highest chance of winning is going to be at as well in general.
Yeah. I'm with you. We have, what is this? 6 Templar out. Decent ground army. Cannons pretty much everywhere where we need them. Some extra in the natural right now. Some extra in the main. We have some Zealots in the main as well. Like, you're just not really going to be fighting into a Tempest force without high Corruptor count. Instead, we're seeing Vipers as well as Neural Parasite being researched right now. Knight is coming in on the far left side, is not being spotted by that Prism. That means that the 5th base could be in some trouble.
Luck is actually going to get out of there, so Showtime sees it coming. We'll see if he can defend it. He's actually going to bring the units back up from the left side, so should be fine. Maybe lose a bit of stack defense, but I think he's going to be able to clean this up. And the Lurk is actually in trouble. We try and dive on the Nidus, but we do not manage to get many of the units.
New Nidus Worm behind the 5th. Double Zealot Warp in, though, is going to take care of that. Showtime doing a very good job of taking care of basically whatever is being thrown at him here. And now he's going to be fully moving across the map. Where's that Mothership? I know it's somewhere else moving across as well. We have a Zealot run by towards the right side. I mean, Tectonic Destabilizers is around, which means that spores are going to fall rapidly. Another Nidus Worm comes in. Once again in vision of a pylon, though. I feel like there were some spots perhaps where Showtime didn't have vision nearby. But Shin is not going to use those. Meanwhile, Viper's coming in. That's -3, -4 Tempest. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a big deal as we will see the Corruptors continue to dive in. So at least in the end, all 4 Tempers didn't go down for free, but it was only a couple of Corruptors we got back in revenge. But it is definitely a big hit to Showtime's kind of high attack units. And that's definitely the kind of thing that Shin wants to see here, right? Value found in moments like that is going to be huge for him. Zealots cleaning up one more Nidus network, the Archons, High Templars and company joining up beneath that mothership as the Zealots patrol around and look to see what's up.
Yeah. Another Nidus Worm going up in the main base, but it's in range of 8 cannons. The 2 changelings should have been capable of figuring that one out.
Mutation.
We have more changelings being sent out across the map, but I think Showtime realized and is going to clear them before they can get anything really done. There is a dead space in between that natural 3rd and the 4th where a Nidus could actually put in some serious work. Shin has put one very close by, but not quite in that spot yet. We have 12 gas right now versus 10 gas. Generally considered fine for Protoss, especially if Protoss has as much gas as he has right now. We also have a dead space, by the way, in the main base, or a dead space, a non-scouted space here.
Yep. Yeah, 4 more cannons coming online. The Nexus halfway up, plus 2 air weapons is coming in on the Cyber Core. And we got that Nidus coming up right there. So you talked about some of these dead spaces. That's going to be one of them. No, is we just have no vision of it. The Tempest spot spawns out and sees it. So what a catch that is.
Yeah, very fortunate there for Showtime as he pumps into this right side area with the lurkers already set up. Corruptor's not nearby, as the Nidus Worm is gonna get cleared here by that reinforcing Tempest. Hydras are gonna snipe not 1, not 2, but I think 3 Templar over there. That's kind of a big deal. Almost feels like that with the Corruptors, you can just kind of fly on there right now and go for it. How many Tempest ended up dying there? Was it more? 1 more, I think, right?
Yeah, I think just the 1 extra one. Now Shin adds Infestus on, by the way, as well, so he's really kind of continuing to step towards later and later game. Spellcasters coming up are going to be huge for kind of fighting this Protoss army somewhat efficiently as you head into the super late stages, so Infestor count growing, more Tempest coming out. There's Nidus over here, starting to get to the point where maybe Showtime is not keeping up as well. He has 1 Zealot showing up, but units will be able to spawn out, and now it's a bigger problem to deal with, and Showtime was poised on the right side. He has to recall over here to play defense. There's also a Nidus in the main base, so this just keeps on happening. Shin is starting to test Showtime a little bit with these consistent attacks.
Absolutely. How many Nidus Worms do you think have died so far already?
9.
It's 11.
11.
Not a bad guess though. But yeah, Prism's gonna get taken out here. We're still 12 gas versus well, what's gonna be, what is that? 11, I guess. 11 is gas for the Protoss player. 75 worker to 75. Both have a decent army. If I were to look at these 2 armies, I think I prefer having Showtime's army here. 7 Tempest, 5 Immortals, 5 Archons, Templar in the mix. What's the Corruptor upgrades here? We're at +2 attack, +3 is on the way. It's actually double Spire pumping. It's nice upgrades. I'll give him that. We have some potential Lurker harass. Nidus Worm is going to go down over on that left side. These Corruptors are looking for something, but they're not quite going to find it. As the Lurker attack onto this base. That's a lot of Lurkers here moving forward, all in a line as well. So that means only 5 of them will actually be attacking. And after killing 4 probes, they're going to be moving back into that Nidus Worm. -1. We have a new Nidus on the far right as well. So it seems to me like Shin is very keen on doing some ping-ponging over here between these 2 Niduses. Seeing if he can get anything done. This right side army is very, very weak. There's just a single Archon, no Templar. If the Corruptors come to join up with the Lurker force, you're going to kill a lot of Tempest here. Because it's 13 Corruptors against just these Tempest. It's going to be a great fight for the Corruptors.
Yep, it's very scary. You just don't have support. I mean, a couple of High Templars showing up now, but gotta be careful with these kinds of moves. Changelings spotting what's over here as well, so Shin has information as to what is where, and that gives him the chance to make moves onto those kind of groups of units. And Broodlords are going to start morphing in as well. What are your thoughts on getting some Broods going right now? Is this the time to bring them in?
It is kind of the natural way of doing it, right? In the late game, you have to eventually add some Broods so you can kill the ground forces. Just Lurkers by themselves are not going to be good enough anymore. Tends to slow down the game and also makes Tempest control very important against these Brutes, against the air units in general. Things like vision with Oracles is going to be a big deal too. As these lurkers are kind of caught off guard. We'll need to leave. This Nidus Worm is going to get cleared. Once again, Showtime. He's just continuing shutting everything down. That is pretty much his goal. Showtime is not here for a fun and attractive game. He's here to win. And he's doing that in, honestly, world's most boring manner. He's just kind of sitting back, shooting stuff. He's going to clear this base. That is his first real aggressive move that we've seen out of him in this entire game, I think. Like, we saw an early game move out at some point, but after that, he's just been controlling the pace of the game pretty much.
Yeah, he really has. He's not really letting much go down. He's just going to let this play later and later, and still probably confident in how the later game army looks for him. I mean, that's a lot of Broodlords, but like, if there's ever an army to fight against Broodlords, 7 Templars, a bunch of High Templars available, Mothership for support. You know, we really have what we kind of need against Broodlords, so feels kind of fine right now. Is there anything you'd like to see Showtime get rid of and replace with anything else?
The Phoenix, maybe?
Yeah.
I guess, but really nothing else. Like, his army is pretty freaking perfect. Like, this is what you want to have in the late game. His cannon lines are looking healthy as well, you know. He's out-expanding his opponent. He's, like, double, triple, quadruple expanding. He just wants all the bases. And right now he's taking one of his opponent's bases as well. Because he's taken both what we could consider kind of the neutral bases on this map. If Shin doesn't do anything about this, Shin is going to be in a world of trouble.
Yeah, that's definitely step 1 for Shin. He's got to stop these bases coming up because it's already a difficult scenario. It's even more difficult if Showtime is mining bases that you're meant to at least have one of. And resources lost is not good for Shin. It's not like he's trading well enough to let Showtime mine more either, so yeah, he really needs to start doing something now, and the Broodlords are going to show up, so he's making a big attempt on the right-hand side. Showtime's going to counterattack on the left at the same time, and obviously that is where the other base is coming up, so he's going to secure one location while he maybe lets the right side just go down, because obviously Shin's biggest weakness with our army right now is it's not fast-moving. It's going to take a huge amount of time for Broodlords to rotate from right to left-hand side. If anything right now is Shin, you kind of want to push up with the Broodlords further, but that's super risky off of creep as well, so it feels like you have no good move. It's a base for a base, but it's a base you actually want to mine from versus a base where Showtime's like, whatever, I've got the alternate base on the other side. He's just going to keep throwing this down. It's kind of a mineral dump, which forces Shin to fight and keeps him over pinned to the right-hand side.
Yeah, Shin is in a world of trouble. The one thing that Shin has got going for himself is that he has a bigger mineral bank, but that's mainly because there's so many minerals invested into cannons. 45 cannons right now out on the map. 45.
That's a lot. It's like 7,000 minerals of cannons right there, so that's a lot of investment. We've got 10 new ones on the way up, 6 additional batteries as well. Showtime is spending those minerals, but he knows he's got the bases to replenish minerals for days right now, so... And honestly, better to spend your minerals now. How often do you see it in the late game where there's no gas left, you've just got minerals? So why not use the minerals now in ways that are going to help you to secure bases and secure more gas for the future as well, to keep making this best possible army and keeping that in, topped up to health?
58 cannons, is that what we're going to? 59 cannons is what we're moving towards. As, this army's going to get caught. We're going to get a recall. I assume that is a mothership recall. Yeah, it's a mothership recall. And that means we're going to have a push towards the right side here immediately. Or at least we somewhat should. Army once again splits off towards the left. The Archon Immortal Force. This is a serious army here as well. We're going to be pushing in. We need some vision. Stasis wards are nice, but vision on the Corruptors, vision on the Vipers, vision on the Infestors is going to be huge as well. Can we get some Neural Parasites? We know they're here. So far, no Neural Parasites as the Broodlords now popping forward. One Brood's going to get taken out. Second Brood is going to get sniped as well. Good zoning storms. Can we have some feedbacks as well over here? Stasis ward helping out. And here come our next set of revelations. At the same time, we have this army on the far left. And a couple, 5 lurkers on the far left as well to try and defend that attack. Shin attacking into this is a wild move. I'm not sure if he's allowed to do this.
I don't think he is, right? Like, the Cannons and Archons are going to clean up the Broodlings. The Tempers are just going to chew through the tech units from afar. I mean, that's another Brood going down. This was super expensive from Shin. He lost a lot of Broods attacking in. He had a lot of Infestors feedback. A couple went down. Like, this was genuinely just expensive in general. Okay, Showtime can't break through or do much on the left-hand side right now, but he also just doesn't need to, right? He's now holding both of these, bases that, as you say, were kind of in the neutral zone. If he has both of these and he mines anything off of them, every little bit he mines from these is going to make Shin's life tougher. Now, Shin's going to make a bigger dive on the left side, and maybe this is just what he needs to actually jump through some of the stack defense and to force something here. Showtime, I don't think he's got enough in position already just to kind of jump on this, so he might have the left side taken out, but he still owns the right side. He's going to get caught pushing forward a little bit here. Massive fungals coming down, feedback's coming down as well. The High Templar left in the front. We are not going to have much on top of these Corruptors. The Parasitic Bomb plus the fungals were huge. Shin has lost a ton of stuff. Showtime will lose a lot himself. The Broodlords are still alive. We're going to start warping in Stalkers as a response to these. I think enough survived from Showtime here for him to be A-okay about it, as Shin has not even got the Overlords to fully max back out, and that's going to be a problem because he needs support right now for these Broods because Stalkers and Archons are coming to chase him down.
Yeah, having like 3-4 lurkers here with this army would have been huge so that these Stalkers are less viable. Stalkers right now actually didn't even kill that much either, so honestly Shin, with probably a fight as good as you're gonna get it, the question is it good enough? I am not certain about it. I am not 100% sure because we still have the extra bases for Showtime. That is just the real issue. Shin needs to deal with that reality. He needs to clear either the left or the right side, and I don't see a viable path to clearing the left, and thus clearing the right side is the only thing that remains over here. Observers flying into spores on the left side, but there's not even any lurkers over there to defend, so I don't even think it's going to matter. Temp is now helping out against the Broodlords on the far right side over here, as the gas is being mined already by Showtime. His ground force is planning on moving forward once more. We have a single lurker.
We have a lot of stuff there, right? So this should be enough to kind of stop Showtime from pressing through, and it does seem to be the case. As maybe Showtime just trades with those few Hydras, though. I mean, maybe can get a good enough trade there. The lurker making it difficult. There's a little bit back and forth there. Showtime does lose the base on the right-hand side. Obviously, so a lot of the lurkers came over to the right to ensure that those Stalkers could not continue to be as much of a factor. I'd say that's the biggest win maybe for Shin overall, is that Showtime now has some supply in Stalkers, which, you know, ideally over the next minute or two, if Showtime wants to build his army back to what it was, you trade those Stalkers back out for more useful units again. So, but he is still going to get back in position here, deny a couple of workers on this mineral line, and obviously he already knocked the rocks down. That's something which Shin has not been able to do. So Showtime's base is just even more minerals he has access to that Shin doesn't.
Yeah. And I mean, Shin is not going to be mining these minerals out anytime soon either, right? Like the Tempest range there is a little bit too powerful. They're standing behind there. Showtime has full control of the map right now, and Shin has no control on the map. Shin has taken some decent fights, but no great fights. And that means that the next fight needs to be perfect because he only has one army. He has 2.5k gas in the bank. His army currently is worth 7.1k gas. Sorry, 7.7 gas after those Broodlords finish up. I mean, this is just not looking good for Shin. It is not looking good for Shin. He's going to need the fight of a lifetime here. And then, actually just the fight of a lifetime, because Showtime doesn't have enough money to rebuild. Showtime actually has no minerals. Do you think he built too many cannons?
I think the amount of cannons he built is fine, but obviously it's been a pretty chaotic few minutes now, right, where he's had to rebuild a lot. And so his mineral count's being kept low. He's not being able to really build back up. The body blocking on the Stalkers, the units try and get away, and he says no, not in the slightest. So now we're going to trade left versus right side again. I mean, we shouldn't really care too much of Showtime here. He is going to lose his mothership, which is maybe one of the bigger losses. But, I mean, he's going to get rid of multiple bases on the left because he should be able to push through for a little while right now. It's going to take a long time for Shin's army to come back. And he lost a lot of his more mobile units already. Showtime is not going to push further in. Obviously, he does lose one of his recall options with the mothership going down. He's just going to leak a few zealots into the natural, let them maybe cause some trouble, and then reposition himself. Again, at the end of the day, he's lost one base. He doesn't necessarily even need to mine from to win this game.
Yeah. I mean, the mineral count right now is pretty much even. The gas count is heavily in favor of Showtime. We have how many lurkers? 10 lurkers on the way. One extra lurker at home, so there's going to be 11 lurkers total. We have 13 brutes, 21 corruptors. Big army for Shin, okay? 168 army supply. So he has a huge force. Can he do something with it?
We'll be finding out as... Yeah, the army supply is massive, right? That's the one thing that definitely is in Shin's favor. Showtime has some free supply you can still kind of work with. Working his way to that right side, just warps in a massive zealot on the left. That is a lot of his minerals going away, though, and not really spending his gas along with it. And the zealots are not going to protect you against these lurkers, so that looks like an opportunity. We're just going to recall down there. Again, that maybe gives up the right-hand side. But it does protect the left, so you're keeping at least one of these bases up. As the Broodlords will work their way through some of those cannons. And again, at this point, unlikely we ever get to rebuild those, because Showtime's mineral bank is maybe one of the problems in this game for him. It's getting back up there now.
Yeah, so far 30 cannons have died. There are 49 cannons still out on the map. This is a huge push forward out of Shin, who I think is starting to realize slowly but surely that he needs to just fight. Like, he cannot continue this. He has not mined out the left side. He has not mined out the right side base either. His middle base, or like his forward gold, he hasn't been mining from. Like, he's way down in cash, and he's going to need a couple of good fights and then see a way to push through. So these lurkers are sieging up. We're going to clear a lot here. Showtime with some sloppy control. It's going to lose this side army big time. The Tempest are chasing the Corruptor Viper.
He just wasn't watching it. He had storms that he at the very least could have dropped off as, oh my god. do you oftentimes see a full High Templar warp in?
No. I cannot remember the last time I saw it. There was, what, 10 Archons at once? So 12... sorry, 20 Templar.
Yeah, it was 20 Templar, yeah.
Jesus.
20 Templar all at once, and it hasn't even dented his bank account when it comes to the gas. And now he actually will chase these lurkers away. Time Warp to make their retreat a little bit worse. And if they stop to burrow, I don't think they're going to have a good time either. So Showtime getting some value. And suddenly you look at Shin's bank account, the gas is gone. He's going to try and take that right side base. Boy, does he need just extra place to mine gas from right now. He has basically nothing coming in gas-wise. 150, 180 gas a minute. It's just not a lot. And that's going to be his biggest issue. From here on out, he's basically building Zerglings and the odd tech unit. That does not keep you in the game against Showtime and his army.
Absolutely does not, Barty. It absolutely does not keep you in the game against Showtime. He's going to try once more. There are a lot of Archons here right now that could just be sitting ducks. Good fungal, number 1. Good fungal, number 2. Good fungal, number 3. Can we get it? I think we're going to need like 4 more over. Holy crap, these units aren't dying with the batteries nearby. As I don't even think a single Archon has gone down yet. Now we're seeing a Templar fall. Showtime coming in with the Tempest flank. Is he going to be capable of doing this? There are 20 Corruptors. We have 7 Lurkers and 13 Broodlords. Showtime's going to attack into this. I think he can poke at this from a distance as well, but Showtime believes in his army, in the ability to just move all over his opponent right here, right now. A couple of big storms coming in. Parasitic Bomb, Fungals on top of the Tempest as well. The Broodlord still dealing a lot of damage, but we get a blinking forward out of the Stalkers. As the Lurkers have disappeared, it does seem to me that these Stalkers are going to be decent enough at some point. What is our brood count right now? We're at 9 versus 12 Stalkers. That should be okay for the Stalkers to blink in forward.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. There's nothing to support, right? There's no Infestors, no Fungals. They are playing the corner very well. Stalkers kind of need a blink again. They need to get a couple more here at least and really nip away at those numbers. Lings coming up, but Lings are not going to do much with an Archon or 2 mixed in. And more Stalkers reinforced, and I think we should just be fine here. Showtime's still down on army supply, but remember now, so much of Shin's army supply is dead weight Corruptors. 14 Corruptors that do absolutely nothing in this scenario. And Showtime is just going to go working his way on some bases. The only threatening army is on that left-hand side, so he just has free reign of the rest of the map. He can go and deny all remaining mining from Shin, and he knows it.
There are a lot of Links out on the map still. The Links are actually going to go for a surround. They, of course, have very solid upgrades, but this Archon is staying alive for now. Is this going to be good enough out of Shin? The answer is going to be yes. Archon goes down. Lots of Zealots here are going to fall as well. Showtime still has the ability to build a bunch of Archons, but he needs to be careful with the Stalker specifically, because that's going to be his main key to dealing with these Broodlords eventually.
It feels like he should still have this, right? Like, as you can see, he can build a bunch of Archons. He's got a lot of gas. He's the one that's still really mining here. This base is the only real contending base to mine from Shin. And Showtime's stepping towards it, but he's got to be careful because the Broodlords are right there as well. Storm's coming down as we had a couple of High Templar available. The Archon's very slow to arrive. The Stalkers do not get towards the Broodlords at all right now, but the Lings will go down. Showtime just doesn't have much money to warp in with, so it might just have to be an Archon chase after the Broodlords. That's not ideal. They're very slow moving. We're going to get underneath the Corruptors for a moment instead. And now we just slowly rebuild our Stalker count, and I honestly think these Archons should focus on running away, because I feel like we kind of need them to protect the few Stalkers we're going to start getting. We go blinking underneath with just a couple here. We get rid of one more Brood. I mean, every Brood you get rid of is not going to come back in this game. 3 Broodlords remaining, 3 Stalkers that can still chase as well. The Archons still doing their job, and I think we have got enough to chase this down. It was not pretty, it was not easy. Only 2 Broodlords left in the sky, but another 8 High Templar warping in as Showtime continues to dig through that massive gas bank of his.
Yeah, if there was just even a single Lurker in this battle, that would have been an absolute game changer, right? Like a single Lurker with the amount of Corruptors that you have, an Overseer for sniping Observers, the Broodlords, it would have helped so much. It wasn't there. I'm not saying he would have won, but if you have this right side base mining, then all of a sudden you're probably outmining what Showtime is doing, no? Because Showtime isn't mining from the left. Showtime's currently mining from just a base and a half, really. He's actually undersaturating one of the bases by a little bit. He could have way more workers there if you just, properly send some workers over from the outside bases. And that would be a pretty big deal because he's struggling heavily when it comes to those minerals. Even the gas bank has lowered significantly.
Yeah, this feels difficult right now. Archons and High Templars are going to begin to move through the left-hand side. A couple of Tempers even starting back up as well. He cancels those, decides to put his money elsewhere. Looks like he's going to start a Nexus on the far left, so that's what he wants to put some minerals into. There's actually going to be Corruptors here that can force an instant cancel on that with the Caustic Spray. That's the one thing the Corruptors can really do right now. Should just be a cancel as the Archons step up and will force them back. One Lurker does start to morph in, so Shin realizing what he maybe needs to still have something of a competitive army right now. But I do think there's a couple of Tempers building. It's weird though, right? Like, do you want to build Tempers? There's still a lot of Corruptors up. Like, they're good, they're very good. Your opponent has an answer. Like, you're giving these Corruptors a usage, no?
Yeah, I really think that just going for pure ground, Archon, Immortal, Templar is better. Showtime might be confused as to what his eco situation is compared to his opponent. He knows he's outmining his opponent, so he doesn't really want to force anything. And, I mean, Shin should also realize that he's running out of time. Like, he does not have much time left here. It's now or never. He's going to send a lot of these spores in forward as well. What do we have defensively? We have 2 Lurkers, 2 Brutes. I mean, against 9 Archons, I don't think this is enough damage output, Wardy.
No, I think the Archons can just step through, right? They don't get kept back by enough right now. So, kind of with you. The spores are stepping across. They're going to get some creep to set up with as we try and contest this left-hand side. Shin is expanding to the right as well. He will try and retake that base, which we've talked so much about contending over. As the couple Lurkers blow her up. The one Stalker here is going to see the news. Going to realize what is up as Showtime is army nearby. He's about 20 army supply ahead. He has been producing much more nicely, but he's also out of gas now. Remember, he had that massive gas bank? That has been spent, so there's no more kind of like Hail Mary, like, oh, I'm just going to actually stop and go back to my gas bank as my backup plan. Like, it's not there anymore. This is what he's got to work with to the end of the game. But Shin just sees how much there is. He just says, no way.
Yep.
GG. Showtime takes game number 2.
Wow, what a game, Wardy.
What? And that really was quite a game, wasn't it?
What a bunch of gamers.
Gamers.
Showtime's going to be very happy that he won that in the end. 2 min, be right back. Okay, I'm with him. I'm also 2 min, be right back.
You're also 2 min, be right back? Wow, so is Twitch chat because I added them. So, everyone's taken a 2 min BRB. Not us, guys. I will sit here. I could sell out, but the ads are on, so don't even really have a good sellout right now. Apart from, I guess if you're not seeing ads, then feel bad that you're not watching ads and supporting, and hence you you're obligated to use your Prime subs. How about that? Maybe on the YouTube people hear us as well. I don't know. Yeah, a couple moments. Obviously, Showtime Shin Game 3, long game. As we work our way into Game 3 of this semi-final. And then Clem's waiting for the winner of this in the finals as well. That will be best of 5, so we've got that coming up. Quite a day of StarCraft that we've still got coming through. Awesome. Is it just the heavens have just opened here as well. It's just it suddenly got dark like 5 minutes ago. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? It's just clouds. And now it is absolutely torrential rain. Love it. Good old England. Fun game. I really feel like Showtime was meant to be almost a bit more comfortable there, but Shin did a great job of making it very awkward for Showtime to actually find, I guess, the fights, which he really wanted to take much more comfortably. Like, he never let the Tempest pick away at him from afar for an extremely extended period of time or anything, which is what Tempests love to do. So we never really let that happen. That obviously helps a lot as well, so some big pluses. Big pluses as we just wait for the players to come back, be ready. I don't know what the maps are, so they will have to do the hosting as well. We can get this underway. Love it. Wardy TV Mondays 44. When's Wardy TV 50 going to be?
After 49?
Monday. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Good job.
What?
Proud of you.
You asked. You're the idiot,
Well,
not me.
Of course I already know. Of course I already know which number it comes after.
Well, then why would you ask?
Like, clearly the question is, like, what date, like, what week's that going to be on? Like, when is that? You know?
Why wouldn't you ask that then?
Because I didn't think it had to be so specific. 'cause
Your
most
communication
Twitch
is so unclear. The people are constantly complaining about it.
You're the only person complaining about it.
But I am constantly complaining about it. So it's kind of accurate. And I am the voice of the people. So really the people are complaining about it.
People
You
are
know what I
complaining.
realized the other day, by the way?
What?
Is that my posture is becoming worse at the PC due to having a microphone that I kind of need to lean down
Sit
toward.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't use it.
I have your microphone as well.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna use it in the future.
I think even if you just use it sometimes, that's good.
Yeah, I think so too. Because it makes it harder for me to have good posture.
Also, 99% of people who are watching have no idea what the difference is when they listen.
I mean, I don't think it matters so much. One nice thing about it is that it's always close to your mouth, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I move around all the time. Like, I couldn't cast with a standstill microphone. Just
True.
move around too much. I stand up, I stretch.
The posture
yeah.
got worse because you're on the PC in general. I guess this guy knows more about why my posture is worse. I can notice it with the microphone the most, like because I have to lean forward in order to speak into it. Otherwise, my posture is
Can't
actually
you
quite
pull the
good.
microphone further out? You don't have to
The
lean.
the problem is I want to. Then I have to speak louder, right?
Well, not if you just pull the microphone towards you, no?
Okay, but then it's right in front of my face and it's annoying as
And you
hell.
can't see anything.
And also, I want to move a little bit, you know. So then I'm constantly. So if it's too close, then like I feel forced into just being stuck, and it feels super weird. I don't like the way that feels.
Yeah, it's tough.
So I think the best solution is just using your microphone, because the people, they don't care. The people's ears don't function really. I mean, a lot of TV shows, they use crap microphones as well. You know, they use freaking clip-ons, like 60 euro
Yeah.
clip-ons. I don't know why
but because-
streamers are so obsessed with having like perfect studio quality audio.
Because literally, like 99% of people, I think 99% of people don't even have headphones good enough that could actually tell the difference anyway. And then the other 1%, like there's like 50% of the 1% don't even care as well.
Yeah, you know what's the problem? Is that the people that dislike it, they're so freaking vocal, like these audio nerds. I think
Yeah.
there's no type of person that I dislike more than the audio nerd. Except for Uppetry, he gets a pass.
Yeah, but he's more than just an audio nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also a sponsor of the Wardy TV Monday.
Really?
Yeah, he lost so much to me in poker last Home Story Cup. Not the most recent one, but the one before. He sponsored a couple of these, so
Oh,
he's a legacy sponsor.
he's a legacy sponsor. I like that.
Yeah, he doesn't realize he sponsored it. Well, I told him he wasn't too impressed to hear about it, but a legacy sponsor.
Love to see it. All
Every
right,
now and then you should pop in his chat and just say thanks for sponsoring the Mondays. You know.
you should do that. Enough with the jokes. We're actually having a high-level PvZ right now on
We are.
Ultra Love. Wardy, what are your thoughts on this map?
This map, great for the 8 racks. Unfortunately, that does not apply to this matchup. I actually don't know. But I wasn't wrong. But I don't know, actually, for this map. I feel like we see Glaives a lot on this map, no?
Glaives
Like
a
people
lot,
like-
and we also see a lot of roach all-ins on this map. I feel like both teams, you know, they love just all-inning on this map because it's so short. They're like, and they think they're so freaking original when they do it. Like, yeah, short map, let me do Glaives, you know? It's like every
Yeah.
Protoss in the world does Glaives. And then the Zergs have the same. It's like, oh, short map, let me do Roach Queen, huh? And then the other guy is already like mentally so prepared for it, you know? This should be one of my lower win rates map, but it's actually a higher win rate map because I just anticipate what the other person is gonna do rather than just blindly playing my build. This is an elite move.
Yep. Elite move. Smart. So guys, is that all you've got for it as well? Like, people just do play aggressively here?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a short map, and
I don't think it really plays well to play super long on either, right? Like, the bases start getting very far apart, so...
yeah, but it has to be good for someone, you know. Not everyone
yeah.
can say it's bad, you know, in late game. A map can be bad in late game. It's bad in late game for a race, you know. I don't think I've ever seen a late game on this map, though. Now that you mention it,
Probably
like-
have, just very forgettable.
in PvZ,
Mm,
I don't think so.
yeah, maybe not. See a lot of attacks that I feel like we always see like Hydras getting blocked by the rocks getting knocked down and they have to like walk over to the left before they can attack into the natural or something, or third base instead.
Yeah. That is interesting. Okay, what else do we have? Nexus coming down. Love to see it. Oracle on the way. Love to see it too. 4 Adept. Where are they? Oh, here we go. 3 in the natural. Or 3 in the third, 1 in the natural. Dude, Showtime's so active with his oracles. Let's see if we can get some damage done though. Just being active isn't good enough. This isn't personal health. Like, your Fitbit isn't going to congratulate you for just doing 10,000 steps here, buddy. You need to get some kills. Imagine your Apple Watch wouldn't congratulate you unless you get a kill. That would be wild.
Congratulations. You hit 10,000 steps today, but to close that ring, you need to kill somebody off.
You need to kill somebody, yeah? So what? Steve Jobs. Oh, who's the guy in charge now, actually? Steve Jobs hasn't been around.
I have no idea. I don't follow any of this. My world really is very StarCraft focused.
You know who's in charge of Blizzard, then?
Nope.
Oh, you also don't follow.
That's also very, like I say, I'm very StarCraft focused.
Okay, who's in charge of StarCraft? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. What do you have over here? A little bit of a shade in. He could cancel, but he's gonna finish. Yeah. I think it's very scared to cancel there. If there's like 15 more links, I'm not even sure. Like, if you have oracles nearby, then I don't think the links want to commit. Now you gotta run all the way back in, though. That sucks. I think the shade should have just been less far back. That probably would have been the best solution. Queen should die here. I think Showtime's gonna try for it. Gets a cancel. Ooh, I like this a lot. We have roaches on the way already here, of course, Shin. Showtime's going to see that. He's going to be quite surprised by it. Queen's pushing these oracles back. This is a pretty neat defense out of Shin, honestly. I like this. 15 drones. Which base is he saturating?
He's double saturating. I guess he's gonna get all those gases and build some structures. I don't know, man. He's gonna have 75 workers on a set he needs 66 for. A little extreme.
It is ridiculously extreme. It's crazy.
He's gonna do mild oversaturation, so he actually has better economy. We just don't usually appreciate it. How about that?
How about that? Oh, okay. This is gonna be the Shin classic. We've seen this a lot. The Roach Hydra all-in. He's a big fan of this. He'll go for Roach Ravager Hydra. And he maxes out and he freaking goes. He plays this off any drone count as well. It seems like he doesn't actually have a drone count he prefers. He just likes doing it. He's adding in an infestation pit, which I would call out as a fake, but I don't think it is a fake. So this is confusing now for me.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't just all in as Showtime pushes in aggressively. Hydra's not out yet, so it's just Roaches versus Stalkers. We have a couple of stasis wards to fall back to as well, so Showtime is very safe and comfortable to keep pushing in a little bit here. I mean, he's making great progress. The Roaches are hurting. I mean, another Queen showing up. Showtime has Blinks available once again on the Stalkers. We really need these Hydras for the extra DPS. The Queen's on the left side exposed, though. They will go down next. Finally, the Hydras are here for some better damage output, but if they're just on their own and extra Stalkers are showing up, Shin might still be in some trouble. The Stasis catches the Hydras as well, so of all the things for Shin to walk into, that Stasis is going to be rough. We see Showtime a little bit more aggressively moving forward now. There's drones pulled in on the left-hand side. Oracles are killing an Extractor. That's not how it's meant to be. They need to go onto that Queen, which they do manage to get to in the end. 15 dead drones. We have a Stasis still sat here waiting to be used, and Showtime having a few more Stalkers finishing up. Stasis doesn't do much, just one Zergling, as Shin does deal with that well at least. And Showtime, good damage, but was it enough? Can Shin build out of this? I mean, Showtime's going to get to Storm, and Shin has to rebuild an economy, no?
Yeah. Well, does he have to rebuild an economy? He could also hold down the Road Hydra button. I feel like going for a Hive right now would be a crazy move, no?
I feel like if you go Hive, you die before you get anything off the Hive, no?
Yeah, like your first Lurker is going to be out like 12 minutes into the game. The other guy's going to be flying in with a Mothership and 8 Tempest. And you have 2 Lurkers without Seismic. He's going to go Naked Lurker. No, Hive. Okay. Wow.
It's going to be... if Showtime has a bit of confidence off of this previous attack and just comes with, like, Storm Stalker charge, this feels terrifying for Shin. Like, he's going to have nothing for the next minute and a half. And even when he gets like a couple lurkers up, them being unupgraded really sucks as well. So then Showtime, he has time to build up. There's not going to be like a good lurker attack for a while. Showtime should be loving this for now.
You know what this is like? You know, in movies when you're hiding, like they're trying to look for something in someone's office, and then the guy comes back, so they have to hide under the desk in the office. It feels like that's what Shin is doing, He's like hiding under the desk, hoping that Showtime doesn't look under the desk. Except Showtime has before he went into his office, someone handed him a note that said, look under the desk. And Shin is just sitting there like a duck, like a sitting duck. Yeah. That's what he is.
He is the sitting duck.
He's the only one right now. There's a wild blink forward. Templar actually kind of exposed right now. Good control on those Hydras. Gonna snipe one, gonna snipe a second one. Roaches kiting back. This was not a great fight for Shin, but it probably was good enough to somewhat survive.
Yeah, he gets some lurkers in position now. Showtime well on his way to the second Stargate and Fleet Beacon though, so he is prepping for this. He didn't need to do a lot with his attack, but it was daring. Like, he blinked in, he left the High Templars off to the left. He looked to jump on an opportunity, but by jumping, he kind of gave up the real strength of his army. So,
yeah,
a little bit rough right there. As, like I say, now we're going to have lurkers on the map. That's still a long way from being okay for Shin, though, because he's got basically no creep spread. A 5th base team is pretty tough right now, and his opponent is building a hard counter to the units that he's going to rely on to try and keep him in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's still 4 base versus 4 base. This is generally considered terrible. There's going to be a single push here. That's what it is, right? We're going to have a single push, and that push is about to hit. Showtime is blissfully unaware of this. As his Prism hits the other side of the map, it's going to get like a bit of a Zealot Warp in, perhaps. 2 Tempest are out right now. Do we have an Oracle? Without an Oracle, this could actually be an issue, because just one Observer, that is not great for detection.
No, he is getting another Obs in production, so we'll be seeing the attempted defense. I mean, the problem right now is just that this Natural's getting broken into. None of the units are there. He needs to break through the low ground so he can get back towards his Natural. Showtime's in some trouble as Shin chases on through. High Templars in the main drop 1 Storm. And he just morphed them into an Archon. He got another Storm off, but they start to die. Stalker's coming up to the high ground too, but man, this is just taking forever to clean up.
Yeah, a serious issue here is that there's no units that are shooting up. There are 10 Hydras on the map, but they're not really in this attack. Even if Showtime were to lose this base, if you clear everything else, you're going to be just fine. I don't even think this base is going to die. Lurker count isn't necessarily great either. We now have 4 Tempest out on the map, and these Hydras are taking a freaking beating as we speak. Roach is trying to right-click this Nexus. The Nexus is going to fall, but Shin didn't take a 5th behind. This is trying to tech into a Spire as he wants Corruptors to deal with this. If he can get 15 Corruptors out, magically, maybe there's a way. But he doesn't have the money for it, and the Spire isn't done yet either. So there's a couple of issues here with this plan.
I mean, it was a pretty committed shove from Shin, right? Like, it was
very
later mid-tier tech, right? Like, yes, you can have the Spire finishing now, but your money's already been spent. So like you say, you can't actually add on the ants that you now need. So you're going to be a little bit stuck there just in general. And, it's going to keep you in a pretty rough position as Zealots, Archons, Tempests continue to just press on through Hydras and the Lurkers gathering up. +3 attack. We'll be finishing very shortly as we do have a little bit of a Hydra dive forward there. The Zealots turn around. They're going to jump in. It's going to be seeing a couple more Lurkers firing back. The High Templars with the Storms available will look to get involved too as the Tempest going to engage one more time. And we are going to just storm through once again right there.
Big Ling run by now, getting into the Natural as well as the main base. These Lings don't have upgrades though, do they? No. Well, they have speed, I guess, which is theoretically an upgrade, but doesn't really help in killing probes.
Well, it does help because they can get on them more fast quickly, but...
True. Yeah, but it's... Okay. Very true. Completely correct, Artie.
Yeah, just like to be pedantic with you specifically.
That's fine. So you're going to get 6 Corruptors extra out. We already have 5. There's not that much anti-air in this army. We were joking around that if he gets 15 Corruptors, then maybe, but he actually is managing to kind of get those Corruptors out. And if he can jump this army, it's still not looking great, but maybe there's a future.
It gives you more of a chance at least, right? At least you've actually got something that can fight, and you get rid of the Tempest, the Lurkers can carry you as well. We've seen many a fight where Lurkers have been the big MVPs, so definitely don't count those guys out at all. There's 5 more Corruptors coming up. The Robo facility coming through, Templars building. We just see the little army moving between the bases for a couple more moments there. We do have Zealots joined up underneath those Tempests now also, as we move across through the middle.
Yeah, Shin honestly doing a good job stabilizing, or at least I'm not sure if he's stable yet, but you know, pretending to be stable. I think that in and by itself is very, very impressive after how this early start of the mid game went.
I'm with you. See the units gathering up. I mean, Showtime is obviously max and just wants to figure out what sort of fight he wants to take or how aggressively he wants to place himself on the map. He's just kind of taking bases, right? He's taking another base off to this right side, and Shin is still just kind of, I mean, Shin's not even really adding upgrades on as well, right? The Corruptors have no upgrades. Like, he's not rich enough to have the luxury of making these units good as well as just getting units out. So he's just going for kind of sheer, kind of brute force power and numbers. We'll see if he'll be good enough. He did see some of these stasis wards coming into play, so he should be able to set them off preemptively. But there's a lot of units on Showtime on the left side as well, and I'm not sure there's going to be a lot to deal with that. As Shin trying to get in position here, preemptive storms and a time warp to slow this down, let some of the SAC defense do their thing and give you even more time to work on that left-hand side as well. As now these lurkers get set up. I mean, the Corruptors, don't get me wrong, are looking great. We're going to pop ourselves up the cloaking. Storms all over. It's a little bit of a messy scenario. We're still storming up the Corruptors right now as the Templars try and hold their own, and these lurkers will get to sit in position. Storming some of the lurkers too, but High Templar's going down as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, you wipe this out as Shin, but then Showtime has a massive army across the map that you're not doing anything about currently.
Yeah, I mean, you're killing a fifth base while you're losing your own fifth, you're losing your own fourth. 36 workers down the drain. Showtime, all he really needs is any amount of Tempest right now. We have 7 Corruptors on the map. 2 of them are extremely damaged, and this army can just come back, flank the Lurkers, and probably be fine as well. I'd love to see an Oracle for Revelation. We're getting that Oracle indeed, because just relying on pure Observers can be tricky. As Stalker's now taking out some of these Corruptors. Observer is going to get cleared. No, it's not.
Oh, he saved it. And actually lost a bunch of Corruptors and trying to get that Observer as well, so it's actually worked out for Showtime. Shin is going to bring more units across the bottom right, so he is reinforcing in the next few moments, but there's the Revelation, so now you've got the vision you need, although these new lurkers show up. Do we have an Observer here? Yes, we do, so he's actually going to catch all those reinforcing units already, and now he can absolutely collapse in on this army, and Showtime comes to clean up. Lurkers going down, the Zealots charging in, Storms are beautiful. The Corruptors have no job in this game anymore, and that is a full ground wipe. Don't get me wrong, it was expensive for Showtime. He's sub 100 supply himself, but Shin is even worse for wear.
Wow. GG gets called. Showtime is going to win the series.
What a great series, actually.
It was a fun series. I enjoyed this massively.
Yeah, had a bit of everything, right? Like Torches was kind of the more aggressive game. We had the super macro game, and then kind of a scrappier, more mid-phase game as well. Very fun.
For sure.
GG. All right. Showtime makes it to the final of the Wardy TV Mondays. Something that he has done once before.
Wow, what a guy. I'm going to leave you here, Wardy, for the big match.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Unbelievable. You slacking today?
I'm definitely slacking, yeah. Right.
All right, it's okay.
Enjoy it.
I was going to use you to sell out for the YouTube as well in the next game, but it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay. We'll have to do that next week then. Oh, you're not here next week?
I know. No, there's nothing on next week.
Oh, that's what it is.
Week after, though.
Yeah. So for the people that are watching on my YouTube, where can they go, Wardy? Because these guys, their Twitch is blocked.
Their Twitch is blocked?
No, it's true. They can't watch on Twitch.
YouTube.com/WardyTV.
Your inbox exploded.
Oh. I can just insta-link it as well, can't I?
You can insta-link it?
Yeah.
I guess that works.
Okay, for the kids on YouTube, just click this thing. It should work. Yep, there you go. So expect at least 10 more people to show up. And for the people on Twitch, I will just rate myself. All right. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy the finals. Bye-bye.